In Major League Baseball, the White Sox did it again.
The 3-0. It is high, and the game is over. Tristan Peters with a game-ending walk.
Boy, Christmas has come early in the last 2 days playing these Yankees.
You heard it all on the White Sox radio network, walking off the Yankees for a second day in a row. Today, coming out on top 2-1 in 11 innings. The Rays also beat the Rangers 3-2. Twins walked it off on a Cody Clemens literal grand slam to beat the Royals 4-3. The Cubs doubled up on the Cardinals. 4-2 was the final score in 10 innings. Dodgers hosting the Mariners tonight, and Shohei Ohtani is not in the lineup due to that knee inflammation. In the NFL, Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters he felt disappointed and disrespected by the team after not agreeing on a long-term extension. I'm Monty Olaños.
Elijah, put the camera on me.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
Guess what? With that password, guess what? You now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 6.
Appreciate that. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, FoxSportsRadio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83, and now live on YouTube.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
That's right. Thanks, Bill. Say my name,
Rob Parker.
Say his name,
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple on this TV theme song Thursday. And guess what? You'll need our telephone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
I mean, that's the only time. I'm tired of telling you that's the only time it counts, right?
Sorry about that, Ben. Really sorry about it. But that is how it goes. No doubt about it. At least write down the number, commit it to memory, 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen who can't figure out the letters and numbers, it's 877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, guess what?
What is it?
It's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, tough because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
That's right. With that said, always remember...
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweet-oo-bee, yeah.
Yay. That's right. Let's go. Big show. Yay. Let me welcome in my co-host on this TV
Kelvin
on Thursday.
Washington.
What's up, buddy?
What up, man? You in a D?
I'm in Detroit.
All right. Alex, I know it's TV theme song Thursday, but you got to sprinkle in some. I need some Cheddar Boys. Rob know about that.
What?
East Side Cheddar Boys.
What?
Who else?
We can't play that during TV theme song Thursday. Tomorrow we could play it.
Fine.
It's always better
song?
with the cheddar.
Always better with the cheddar.
Is that a theme song?
Right. No.
I'm trying to think if it's like snuck on some
Martin,
TV
you could just play Martin. Obviously, he was based in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Rob
you could play
Parker,
Martin. That's a good
you
one.
good? What are you doing right now?
No, I know, but I was just saying he in the D, so you know, so I want
okay?
to hear a little roll with my
Who, me?
get down with
Nah, K-Dot. He's a little low energy. You good?
Yeah, you know what? Play some Cheddar Boys. I'm back. What else I can think of? Did you already have a Coney dog yet? You hit the Coney? With no buns, though. With no buns.
I really haven't done anything. I haven't done anything,
I
man.
had a glizzy in my mouth.
I already hear you tomorrow. I had an amazing lunch at Fishbones. I already know.
With 20 people, right?
Yep, with 20 people. 18 were mentees. I already know. Who did I just meet the other day? They said, Rob. Oh, shout out to Autumn, our meteorologist. She was like, oh, yeah, I know I met one of Rob's mentees. You know, I was chopping up, and I was like, she's like, he has all the mentees. I said, you have no idea. You have no idea.
But you know what kills me is everybody thinks like I'm recruiting mentees. That's not how it goes. My mentees suggest that their friends come to me, right, and that they should
You have an army. No, you have an army of them.
It is not me,
you don't say no.
No,
hey, I was wondering, yes. You think I could, yes. What is it? Yes, just get a stamp.
Who am I going to say no to? I mean, somebody comes to you, asks you for help. I know I'm too busy.
No, that's my problem. We talked about it. I'm the same.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 kids and a wife. I mean, I get it. Like, it's harder for you.
Yeah, it is now for sure. But anyway, no, I'm glad you made it safe, man. And, enjoy the D. I know you got a memorial. Did you go? Is it tomorrow or the memorial?
No, the memorial is on Saturday for my late friend John Davis, JD, who passed away a while ago. But we're finally going to get to memorialize him, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah. To enjoy that Saturday, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we will. It won't be a somber time. We'll celebrate his life, and I'm looking forward to it. That's why I had to be here, even though the tickets to come here are just so outrageous.
Man, right now, I don't know who can fly. It is difficult right now. My gosh, everything is high. Everything in life is high.
And it's not like they're empty seats. This flight's still packed. Every flight is packed. It is just unbelievable where we are.
Wow.
It really is. All right, we got plenty to get to on this TV theme song Thursday. Let me welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our producer.
Bud Mexican is.
There you go. Alex is our engineer.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
There you go. One more time, Alex.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
Pump fake, Alex.
Monty Bolaños is at the anchor desk.
She'll see if she has a phone.
Yeah.
She back.
Will keep us updated throughout the program. What you got going on, Monty, you all excited about? What is that?
Tell her, Monty. Tell him.
Rob, I lost my phone in Las Vegas, and I had to buy a new one because I don't have time to go back to Vegas and get the phone, even though it's still there. I just couldn't connect it because I didn't have another Apple device to do Find My Phone, and I tried to do it on the boyfriend's Droid, and it was like, great, we're sending you a code to your phone so you can confirm it's you. I don't have my phone. Yeah. So, I locked myself out. No, but it's
there. Like, somebody doesn't have it. Like,
she's going to get a call at some point.
I have filed, the lost and found report for the casino, and hopefully they get back to me. But when I went to check, they didn't have anything. Yeah. When I went physically before I left Las Vegas, they're like, no one's turned anything in. So I didn't know.
There's nothing worse, my God.
I
can imagine.
But I got a new phone.
That's an old God all the way, no doubt about it.
Where's my phone, oh God?
That's
we
right.
Got one.
Okay. Also, we have, of course, Elijah, our social media guru. Yeah, there you go.
You can see him?
It's getting bad. One day
he's going to swing on you one day. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. That's right. All you got to do is check out Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and sign up, subscribe. Man, everybody's doing it. We got over 30,000 subscribers. We're very happy. Now with Monty on tonight.
31, easy.
We'll be up to 31, 32 easily. So, again, search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. I'm telling you, we're going to do some giveaways at Christmas time. T-shirt worn, update worn shirts by Monty. Yes.
Oh yeah, we ain't giving them no joints away. Them joints going for $2,000 a pop. What are you talking about giving them away? All right, settle down, Monty. Nah, all right, she's like, good. I mean, might be $3,000. All right, what we got?
All right, let's go. Hey, Rob G, I don't have anything in front of me, so you have to get off to start the show. To be honest.
I got you. No, Rob G.
Your commitment to this show, Rob, is unmatched. Let me tell you that right now.
No, you know what? I don't want to pull the curtain behind. I'm going to have to talk to Elijah because I'm discombobulated.
Listen, that's why we Shaq and Kobe out here to say because I can go 40, you can go 40. Look, so Rob G, we talked about it yesterday. It blew up. People are talking about it. We even did numbers. WNBA, you brought it up. We were talking about Angel Reese and Paige Beckers making a little friendly wager. It ends up turning out to be a big thing. WNBA does nothing about it.
Yeah, big facts. Now, if you missed the commercial if you missed the viral video yesterday, here's a jump in hot tub time machine sneak peek of what happened. This whole hullabaloo started.
At All-Star Weekend, you and Angel made a bet with each other on this game. Is that bet still?
This is how the rich stay rich. You gotta save this money. I'm gonna see you next week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice? I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose, I get to have that. If y'all win, you get 400. And if we lose, then you get. No, you owe me 400. But I'm staying on it.
And
so
and
that
here we
happened,
go.
right?
Yeah.
And then in the immediate aftermath of that, the WNBA shared that video on their threads, on their Facebook, on their Instagram, on their X, because they thought it was cute. Only problem is, according to the CBA, any player found by the commissioner to have been guilty of wagering on any game shall be suspect to fines, suspensions, disqualification, and so on. Well, today, the WNBA said, you know what? While the social media post was intended to be lighthearted, and the players are well aware of the league policies in prohibiting betting, we recognized that the post missed the mark, removed it shortly after it was published, and we addressed it internally. And we are not, NOT, going to punish Angel Reese and Paige Beckers for their gambling, because even when intended as a joke, it can have negative consequences. Angel Reese wasn't joking after the game when she said that Paige Beckers better Apple Pay her that $400. So we'll see how that goes over.
Well, let's go here. I do want to start here, Kelvin.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to there's no other way of looking at the WNBA other than it's a fake league. It's just a fake league, okay? And I look at the WNBA after this as basically the WWE with a perm and panties on. That's all this thing is. Because how can we take this league seriously?
I can't take you seriously right now.
How can we take this league seriously?
Perm and panties, and the things that go through your mind, and you go,
"That's what it is."
I'm gonna kill him.
And my point is, dude, nothing. The little stuff they want to suspend people. An owner yells at a fan, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world." You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you have gambling ramifications, and you do nothing. So you basically say, "Oh, it's okay that two players made a wager on a game that they're involved in, and you do nothing." Mm-hmm. Do they know what's going on in the NBA? I know they have a Charmin soft commissioner in Adam Silver, and so they've got all kinds of gambling issues, and now here's the WNBA following suit. How can you take the league serious? I don't. I'm going to say this. Monty, don't give out WNBA scores. Seriously. How in the world? You stop with the WNBA scores. If you're going to do that, Monty, when there is a wrestling match, I want the results on Fox Sports Radio. We never put the results from a wrestling match on the radio. And you know what?
What?
We shouldn't put WNBA scores either, because it's all fake and fraudulent if they're not going to take gambling seriously. I'm dead serious. I don't care, $400, whatever it was. You have to address it and be definitely more stern than they were. To just, sweep it under the rug, act like nothing happened is terrible to me. And that's why I cannot take the WNBA seriously.
It's just reading the room, Rob. I said it yesterday. You got to read the room. Remember when your siblings, brother or sister, were about to get a spanking, did something wrong, mom and dad were mad, and we told you not to do this, and pop, they whooped that butt. You remember what you did? If you went over there and you start laughing, then you will mess around and get a spanking, right? Shout out to Monty. But then all of a sudden, you will get that spanking, right? Because you didn't read the room. You laughing and teasing your sibling. And that's, to me, the WNBA did not see that the NBA has been getting spanked right now, right? You got Chauncey Billups, you got Terry Rozier, you got Malik Beasley, you got Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, was it Jonte Porter as well? So over the last year and a half, the NBA has been in hot water. The FBI is involved, Rob. This isn't small time. This isn't one random guy, quick story, goes through the ticker and we move on. You got coaches, you got players, middling level players, and you got guys who got suspended by the NBA for the rest of their career. So this is something that's serious. I understand that Paige Beckers and Angel Reese are being cute, having a little fun is no big deal, but the league and the players have to understand your spotlight has grown. right? Over the last few years, Caitlin Clark's emerging, Angel Reese's emerging, and Paige Becker's, you got more people watching. People are commenting more. Your YouTube, your social media presence is going up. You have to conduct business like it's going up. And that means how you handle things. We talked about this. Sandy Brondello, she's the coach for the Toronto Tempo. We talked about, she said, Angel Reese is a protected species, telling the ref. She was not calling her anything racist, but she got suspended by the league. They overreacted. When you look, all it takes is a little context and some Google to realize that is a very common phrase in Australia that has nothing to do with race. But they suspended her for that. All I would have done as Commissioner WNBA, Commissioner Dub, I would have said, hey, ladies, FaceTime called. I said, look, what y'all did, I know, playing around, having fun. Can't do that. Right now, it's a little hot with this. We got to take it seriously. So I'm going to have to sit you down again. You know that I got a lot of love for y'all. Love where you're taking the league. But I got to do this. It's nothing personal. No big deal. You'll be right back after a game. Let me go out and make a statement. Hey, our ladies know we take this seriously. We see where the climate of the country is right now. Got to sit them down for a minute. They've learned. They're boom. And like I said yesterday, instead of $400, maybe you bump it up to $1,000, $1,500, and you donate to a charity. Rob, you move on. When you don't jump out in front of this stuff, like the Kyle Shanahan, it gets longer legs. We keep talking about it. So it kind of goes from something that you could have nipped in the bud, no big deal maybe, we move on. It's a talker for a day. Now we're going on to multiple days. So that's where they missed the boat for me, is not – when your league rises in popularity, we have these – we're keeping an eye on you.
That's still
conversations
questionable.
happening. Well, we can't be questioning. We've seen the numbers.
How popular they are.
Yeah, I'm not saying they NFL and WNBA. Don't get carried away, Rob. I'm just saying.
Well, when you go from zero to something, I guess you have improved. I'm just saying. All right.
Right.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna, all those 1,800, we said 100 of them are women mentees. Don't do them like that.
I'm not. I'm just keeping it real. All I'm saying is I can't take the league seriously because they don't take themselves seriously.
They weren't prepared sometimes for prime time, I feel, Rob. You know what I mean? Like they were conducting at a level to what you were saying, and then boom, sports shows are watching more. They're talking about it more. Right or wrong, even the way in which their approach is, it's happening. And sometimes I feel like they weren't ready for the prime time of how to handle things. You get what I mean? You're operating at a certain level.
What shows are talking WNBA? What am I missing? They're talking
not
WNBA.
Watch shows when Caitlin Clark and Angel.
I'm not talking about Caitlin Clark and those two. I'm talking about the league, not those two people.
When you turn on the NBA, what is it? The ESPN's NBA show. Half the show.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the general.
I'm not saying they're picking up just Olivia Miles having a great game, but I'm saying when the Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, or if there's a Paige Becker story, names. They are having more stories than historically they would, is what I'm saying. And
all right, 877
they don't seem quite ready for that.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Is the WNBA a serious league or not? Where are you? Do you take it seriously?
What team you want? You in Atlanta? What you want? A dream? We'll be in Atlanta a couple of weeks. I'm getting you a WNBA hoodie.
No,
it's that time. No, it's that time, Rob.
I'm okay.
I'm getting you a hoodie.
Pass.
Or just the WNBA one with the logo. I'm getting you you want black? No, you like that. You like that teal color. I'm getting you a teal. There's your Christmas gift.
Okay, and you know what? There'll be somebody homeless in Atlanta wearing it after I leave. I'm just saying. 877-99 on Fox.
Ridiculous.
877-996-6369. The WNBA, is it a serious league to you or not? We want to hear from you. I don't think it's serious. Kelvin does think it's serious, and they just kind of
they're messing
the ball
up their
here
chance
in this
for the seriosity. I know that's not a real word, but
I just can't. I can't look at it honestly. Every time there's a situation that needs to be taken care of or handled, they mishandled it. All right, 877-99 on Fox. It is the Odd Couple on the TV theme song Thursday. I'm in Detroit. Kelvin's in L.A. And you know what you need to do? Stick and stay.
Especially if you think Uncle K needs to bring a little bit more today in the US of A.
I'm going to bring it, all right.
Another prominent name that was laid off today was announced. Cam Newton, who has been a brief run at ESPN, quite honestly. They had just signed him to a new multi-year deal last August to appear on First Take. And they already decided to cut the cord. Now, Stephen A. spoke about the Ryan Clark situation on his own podcast, saying that he was upset about it. The boss knows he's upset about it. And that if he had as much power as people think he did, that Ryan Clark would still be there. I, full disclosure, did not watch the podcast, but there was no headline mentioning that Stephen A. was upset about the Cam Newton firing. Maybe it's because you recall back in March, Cam Newton had Stephen A.'s longtime nemesis, Jason Whitlock, on his podcast, and Jason Whitlock went scorched earth on Stephen A.
No doubt.
And Stephen A. responded back on his own podcast a couple of days after that. And he said one thing in particular that raised some eyebrows. Said, quote, Cam, next time, my brother, because you know I love you, you're going to interview somebody and bring me up. Don't just sit there and let them talk ish. Ask some damn questions.
And you know what, Kelvin?
Yeah.
And Rob G, thank you that's the perfect way to set it up. But I'll say this. Steve was right on this. And I didn't talk to him about the whole Cam Newton and all that. Mm-hmm. I know personally, Kelvin, I told Rob G this in pre-show meeting. On Rob G's podcast. What's the name of it, Rob G?
The Restricted Area.
The Restricted Area. If Rob G brought in somebody who had a riff with me, which means he'd have guests for the next 3 months. Because so many people are dead to me. Right. But anyway.
That's the best part.
And they trashed me on his podcast, and he just kind of sat there. I would feel a certain kind of way. I don't think I'd be able to work again with somebody. I'm not saying that who you should have on. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they can't make a case or whatever they want to do, but to sit there, and I thought it was very weird, I got to admit, knowing the history between Jason Whitlock and Stephen A., and Jason Whitlock would just attack him every freaking day, just every day. Every video was about Stephen A. It was really, really bad. He said some crazy stuff that Cam just sat there. And I thought, that's strange. Don't you remember the one where he even, and Kelvin, this is the one that really got me. When he said that Stephen A. was gay because he was playing solitaire at the NBA. Remember they caught him
on the screen, yeah.
And there was no response to that. It was just like he just threw that out there. That was the one that really got to me. I was just like, what? What does playing solitaire have to do with any? Like I was shocked that went unchecked. Okay, so here's the point, and then I want to hear from you, and then we'll ask people. I don't think. Steve doesn't. I agree with Steve, and I believe him. He can't say who's hired or fired, okay? Because there would be a lot of people he'd want to still be around. Jalen Rose, and you know what I mean, and all those guys for sure. But I would have had a hard time working with Cam, me personally, after that performance with Jason Whitlock. That's just me.
I'm gonna add a couple things to this. Me and you have talked about it, and we've actually, Dagner, if you want to say, put it in like a class of journalism and interviewing. And one of the reasons I say that is because that's one thing I think sometimes that happens when you get podcasts. I heard Shannon Sharp do that. He did the Cat Williams interview. Some other people said, you didn't push back. You didn't say this. Or why didn't you bring that up when such? And he says, yo, I'm not a journalist. I'm a dude who has a podcast. I'm doing interviews. And I think this is where it's kind of getting mixed up, is that Cam is just, I'm just bringing people on. But there is an art to this. You know this. There is an art to what we do. There is a skill set to it. There is honing in on your craft and your skills so that you can be able to do that. I say that to say Cam might have been thinking he was doing what was right by I'm going to give him a platform. I'm not going to cut him off. I'm not going to be rude, and thinking that was the right thing to do. And the right thing to do was to say, now, hold on. you say this, but, let me ask you this. Or, well, can you understand this? Because a lot of the stuff Jason was like saying was personal. Remember he was talking about Stephen A's past and his college career and his childhood stories. How you going to tell somebody else about the childhood stories? Now, if you don't like his takes on LeBron or Aaron Rodgers or something.
This is spot on.
If you don't like his takes on, if you don't like his approach, I don't like the way he conducts the show and how he's maybe the maestro of the show. That's fine, but I can't let you go at a guy that I've built a relationship with, his personal stuff. He ain't even like that. He ain't his childhood. Hold on now. That's because now it's gone personal. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Sick of it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Baby, you and me were never
meant to be.
Baby, think of me once in a while. Where you at, Rob?
I'm at WKRP in Detroit City.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Alex, what in the Swiss Beats? What's going on, boy? You know I was about to give you some bars right there. Hey, nice. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, TV theme song Thursday. And mark your calendars because today is Miracle Treat Day at Dairy Queen. I can't lie. I got a gift card. I might go swing by. I have to go check it out, man. You buy a Blizzard treat, you can check it out at participating locations. Dairy Queen donates $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. Help your community today and buy a Blizzard. Dairy Queen, happy, tastes good. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup has been my favorite, Rob, for probably like 30, 35 years. That's been the one I rock with the most, man. Love that. So go check them out. All right, let's get to some calls. 877-99 on Fox. WNBA, simply the no response, really no discipline for Angel Reese. Paige Beckers, no deal, big deal. And do you take the league seriously? Who we got?
All right, Trip in Las Vegas. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Trip?
Thanks for taking my call. Let's look at a few things here. Angel Reese can't pay her rent. Paige Beckers, all they had to do was fix that with AZ Fudd. How can we take them serious? Then they're making a bet. Nobody cares. It's just you guys can't get out of your own way. You can be successful, but, you're like someone that's inherited money. You're running around like it doesn't matter, but it does. And Kathy Engelbert might as well be Engelbert Humperdinck. That's
very nice.
I thought it was Trash Talking Tuesday, Rob.
I love that.
Angel Reese is doing very well for himself. Come on now. She
can't pay her rent.
Deals. Yeah, she got endorsement deals.
Thanks, Trip.
Making a
appreciate
bunch of money.
you. How about Drew? Drew in New Jersey. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Yeah, it's a fake sport. I view it from this standpoint. One, Calvin, I know you say you watch the WNBA, but to me that seems like it's like a hostage video for you. I mean, let's just be honest. Blink if you're in danger.
Hey, first of all, listen. This is where's Dre? Where's Dre in Massachusetts?
Yeah,
if you
just
are a
blinked.
hoop watcher,
hey, Drew, he blinked.
Hey, Dre, listen, you ain't Dre. I used to think you were a real hoop watcher, man. Real hoop watcher.
This is Drew in New Jersey.
You don't remember
I know it's
the
not.
NBA players that did that? You don't remember the NBA players whenever they would do the ads and they'd explain it in one word and it was the fakest video. It would be like WNBA exhilarating and it's like them doing like a layup.
Right,
Come on,
exactly.
Man. Y'all disrespecting the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. They be getting buckets.
Drew, you're spot on. I told you, it's the WWE with a perm and panties on. That's what it is. It's fake.
Listen, Elijah, make sure I'm on the opposite side of the camera. Shout out to the WNBA. Olivia Miles is one of the most exciting hoopers.
He don't want to hear that.
Period, including the men. Have you not watched Olivia Miles when she been out here doing it?
No.
Step the game up, bro. Paige Becker's out here hooping. Man, I'm telling y'all. Who we got next?
Enjoy it. All right, we'll squeeze one more in if we can.
Can't wait to get you this teal WNBA jersey. Size extra large. Well, you might need a double X by the time the season come around. I mean, next fall.
Yeah, you know it. Tim and the IE. What's up, buddy?
What up, Tim?
People. What's up, guys?
You roasting out there in the IE.
Nah, it's too hot out here, so literally, everybody's retreating inside, and it's too hot out here. Listen, I do think it's funny. The WNBA might be the most noisiest, especially on social media, the most noisiest sports coverage today. To tell you the truth, like the third or fourth, outside of NFL and the World Cup and the Knicks winning, they get buzz, but I don't know if it's profitable.
That's a good question. Good point.
You could profit off of this because really the controversy is the Cunningham's quotes and the Clark's fandom. And then the Angel Reese, her dynamic with social media and hip-hop. I'm not going to say it's fake because, honestly, there is a lot of traffic with social media, and it is turning into a little bit of...
Yeah, but you have social media. You have traffic on the WWE. There's interest there. That doesn't mean it's not fake.
WWE is huge. They tried to learn you when you disrespected them, Rob, remember?
I wouldn't say it's fake because these are genuine... interested topics. But I don't know if it's profitable. No, don't get me wrong. And because it's not managed or organized as best as possible from the top down to say, okay, we still need to filter this into a better looking sport or hey, make sure these controversies actually lead to an organized viewing experience. It's interesting. It's like watching a sport learn how to crawl and then they learn how to walk. It's like we're just watching its infancy. I think really that's why it's all these different, they're really, it's messy.
No, that's a good point. And that's what I was saying. Appreciate the call. Is that it feels like, Rob, they're growing into their, oh, shoot, we actually have some, more eyes, more notoriety, and they're learning how to handle that in real time. All right now we're going to get to Monty. New phone, Monty. Who this? Getting your updates.
Right.
Baker Mayfield on the other side.
Baker Mayfield on the other side. The WNBA I would like to describe right now as bad reality television.
It is.
It's bad reality television. I'm tuning in for the wrong reasons.
You know what?
I watch reality
or you
TV.
would say, you know what, Monty, another one would be like the WNBA. They have a weave. It's not real hair. That's all I'm saying.
And
there's some ladies out here looking fly with these weaves in these streets.
Listen, some of them.
Don't weave discriminate, okay?
Yeah, no. But
stay off the weave.
To wrap up, why this WNBA conversation came up, because ESPN reporting that Paige Beckers and Angel Reese will not be fined or penalized for their alleged friendly $400 wager on last night's Dream Wings game. So that's the latest on that. But in the NFL, guys, you guys are going to talk about Baker Mayfield. I'll tell you about the Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave. They've agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. He's going to get $90 million guaranteed. Falcons quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, he's dealing with back tightness, but he did do individual drills on the side during practice today. When it comes to Major League Baseball, the Nationals are on the scoreboard first against the Braves in Atlanta. It's 1-0, top of the second inning. The White Sox did it again, walking it off against the Yankees. Today was a literal walk-off walk. Coming out on top 2-1 in 11 innings. The Cubs doubled up on the Cardinals 4-2 in 10 innings. Twins walked it off on a grand slam from Cody Clemens to beat the Royals 4-3. And the Rays also won today. They beat the Rangers 3-2. Still to come, Mariners taking on the Dodgers in LA. First pitch at 10:10 Eastern time. No Shohei Ohtani in the lineup tonight. He is dealing with knee soreness, so apparently they are giving him a break. Back to you guys.
All right. It is the Odd Couple. Thank you, Monty.
Yes.
On a TV theme song Thursdays. Thank you for rocking with your boys as always. However that may be, podcast, YouTube, radio. We appreciate it all. Rob G, we talked about this a little bit. Monty brought it up. Baker Mayfield is basically telling the Bucs how he feels right now.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, we talked about it yesterday. He is not NOT going to be getting a new contract extension with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he potentially will be a free agent after the upcoming season. And Baker Mayfield addressed those reports today, and he did not mince words. Take a listen.
Disappointing in that regard to not have, to feel disrespected a little bit. And that's really the disappointing part, to feel undervalued after, thinking you've earned it. This is not a poor me thing. There's a lot of other people that have it way worse off, but I can sit here and look at other quarterbacks and peers and evaluate myself based on that and put myself in certain categories that I deserve to be compensated for that.
He ain't lying. And I like it, Rob. I like how his approach. I like that he's telling the team exactly where I am. Look what I'm done. Look what I've been able to produce. We've been in the postseason. You talk about the first year he gets there, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The next year proves upon that. 71% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Last year, obviously, a bunch of injuries. Mike Evans is down. Godwin Jr. is out. But he still is able to get you a 3,700, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So he's looking at himself. We talked about it. In comparison to other guys, I like what he said. When I look at other franchise quarterbacks, I look at what I've been able to produce, the relationship I thought we had and we were building. Why wouldn't I not be compensated accordingly? And I just like his approach. And it seems like to me, Rob, over the last, maybe 4 or 5 years, the growth that we've seen from Baker Mayfield, of course, on the field and on, kind of the quarterbacking, the statistics and all that, but also just the maturation of the man himself. I like what Baker's kind of become. I like kind of just his approach, his leadership. And I just like the way he handled it. He told him. Sometimes, Rob, you've been in this business 40 years. I've been in it 21. We talk about this. You got to self-advocate. Sometimes you think just on principle, like, in our case, I've done a great job reporting, or I've done a great job on TV or radio, and they're going to do this. Sometimes you got to, hey, where we at? What's going on? This is what I believe. I'm looking at numbers, or I'm looking at these things, and you got to advocate, self-advocate. So I like what Baker's doing, and I like his productivity on the field, and if I'm him, I'm looking at it as an opportunity. We talked about it yesterday. Shoot, maybe this don't work out with Kyler Murray. Go to Minnesota. Maybe this doesn't work out. What's going on in some of these other places, CJ Stroud, maybe they just say, you know what, we'll pass, and I can be the missing piece down there in Houston and, potentially take them on a Super Bowl run maybe. So I like Baker Mayfield betting on himself, especially when I know he's comparing himself to the other guys and what they're making.
Yeah, I mean, he should feel the way that he feels. I get it. You want to be compensated. You want people to realize that you've done a good job and you've answered the bell, and all of that is all good. But I think teams are now starting to look at it and not just automatically giving people money, like with the quarterbacks. I think they've been burnt so many times that I think we're starting to see where people are like, okay, you'll have to earn it. You'll have to earn it, and then we'll pay you. And I thought the Browns made a mistake with Baker when he played injured. Remember, he won the playoff game, and then he played injured, and they held it against him. Last year, he didn't have all his weapons. I think they're kind of holding it against him as well, right? Because everybody wasn't there.
And they can just point, look at these numbers. They were down a little bit.
Yeah, they were down because nobody was there.
Yeah.
And I get it. But I will say, if I'm Baker, my panties would be in a bunch because he's not a young kid anymore. He's been out there. He's been doing his job and wants to be compensated. I think he loves the environment. He even said, I'm not being ungrateful. He says, I'm grateful because he didn't have a job and Tampa took a chance when everybody else, when the Rob G's of the world said he was done, that last start in L.A. for the Rams was it, and he never started getting the NFL.
Yep.
And that did not happen. He actually got another opportunity and took and made the most of it. So I get where he's coming from. Everybody wants to feel comfortable. Like, I put in a hard day's work. I want to just be compensated, not overcompensated, but compensated. And you know what the money is for other people who haven't put up nearly the numbers or whatnot. And so this is a good year for him. He can go out there, ball out, and then maybe he has 2 or 3 options.
Right.
And maybe Tampa isn't a place. Maybe it is Pittsburgh replacing Aaron Rodgers who retires, or, a couple of other places. You know what I mean? Like, that could open up. We talked about it. The Texans with their great defense, and maybe C.J. Stroud lays an egg this year, and they just decide we're not going to, extend him. And that might be a place. So this actually could work out for him.
Yeah, he might be able to have his cake in 82 where not only do I get the money, I end up in a great situation. And last point, you brought it up in the sense of I do think what teams might be looking at is saying, all right, do we look at ourselves right now? Are we a Super Bowl winning team? And I think the Bucs would say, if they're even with Baker, obviously, I think they would say, no. I think we're a playoff team. I think we're 10-7. Hey, maybe we look out and go 11-6. But I don't think they look at themselves as, are we competing with the upper echelon? So then I think there is an element of, well, why don't we get younger at that position? You know, these quarterbacks are coming out more and more. There's more seem to be ready to play, ready to go. Let's get us a young guy that we can pay on the rookie scale for the next 3-4 years. Use that other money, go get some linebackers, go get some linemen, go build up this team so that we have a better chance as opposed to just throwing $50, $55 million, $60 million at a quarterback. So I think maybe they're taking that approach of a low-key reset without saying it out loud, Rob. That's what I think.
Yeah, but the only problem is I hear you, but there aren't that many quarterbacks out there. And if you don't have a quarterback, your season is kind of done. And I think that once you get a quarterback, you got to kind of hold on to him. I'm not talking about middle of the road or sketchy or whatever. I'm talking about when you have a quarterback that you believe in and you think there's a guy, you just got to secure them because 15, 16 teams would get rid of their quarterback tomorrow if they could get an upgrade.
Without a doubt.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
I think,
right?
I think he looks at somebody like, we went over this yesterday. I think he's looking at a Daniel Jones like, I know this dude ain't making that much more than me. Right. I know he looks at a handful of dudes. I know that dude ain't, making that much more.
Especially Daniel Jones. We thought that was a ludicrous deal the Giants gave him when they gave it to him.
So I think there are guys that he looks at and says, if you look at my production over the last 3 years, you look at where I've been able to get us in the postseason, what I've done with this franchise, I want to be compensated like that. I'm not saying I'm Patrick Mahomes and, Joe Burrow per se, but, that I'm sure he probably feels that 8 to 12 spot, 7 maybe he might even go as high. I need to be in that spot. I'm sure that's how he feels. I'm not saying that's accurate, and I think he wants to be compensated like that. All right, on the way, Shekel City. We'll do that, plus a resurgence of a position in the NFL. It's The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Stick with your boy, Fox Sports Radio.
The reality of today's NBA is that often the potential of teams is not fulfilled because of money. And I just want to make sure it's never our case. And it's interesting about that is Adam Silver said himself last week that, hey, this second apron is working exactly the way we want to. And if guys got to take less, I'm paraphrasing here, then that is what it is because this is what we want in today's NBA. He wants that reality that requires some kind of sacrifice.
It ain't what we wanted, Rob G. It's not what we basketball fans wanted. It's not what we asked for. And if you look at we, the fan of any decade, over the last 40, 50 years, we typically have enjoyed what the product has given us. And if you want to go back to what saved the NBA, where we had Magic and Bird and the Lakers and Celtics and rivalries there and competing even within their own, divisions. You had the 76ers and the Celtics. Then you had the Pistons and the Celtics, with their own conference going at it. Like you had these battles where you saw teams have to earn it. Rob, they had to go through. You know that. You were, covering the NBA then. Teams had to go through it. They had to fight 2 or 3 years to beat the team. The Pistons to the Celtics, the Bulls to the Pistons, so on and so forth. Then you got to ultimately a few finals appearances with the Lakers and Celtics. Then you get to the 90s where Michael Jordan is the absolute best player on the planet, and we got to see the best player in the finals 6 years out of the 10 in that decade. And we got to see these things. You got to grow with players. Players stuck with each other for a while. I'm not saying you got to play your whole career together, but you got to see Pip and Mike for a long time. You got to see Joe and Isaiah for a long time, and Bird and Mikal, and you got to grow with them. And you felt connected to the game. So you got the rivalries within the conferences and in the finals. You got the familiarity with the players themselves. You got storylines, beefs, and drama. And when I really start to look at this, Rob Parker, the 2020s have been some of the most boring and forgettable times in the NBA in that You getting these one-offs. Like, the Denver Nuggets, they won. What year? I don't even, who did? No, the Nuggets played, okay, wait. No. The Bucks beat the Suns in 22. I don't remember. Aside from the Knicks, and if you want to go, because the whole world was going through with the bubble and the Lakers, obviously that was a wild time for literally all of humanity. Like, there's really no juice. There's really no storylines. Like, how great would that have been if Joker came right back and was at it against the same team or against another team, or if the Warriors and the Steph Curry and Joker, two of the best players of the last decade, competed for 3 Western Conference Finals and then eventually to see who would ultimately go to the finals. We have none of that. You get the one-offs. They disappear. They're gone. They never see the Nuggets again. Doubt we're going to see the Bucks again, especially with Giannis gone. And you have none of that, Rob. And I think that juice, they took away from that. And it's weird because that's part of what made the NBA great over the last 40, 50 years, is seeing this, having these, and familiarity and knowing. If you go back to the 2010s, you had the Warriors going up against the Cavs. You know what I mean? And you got to see the best players going at it multiple times. And I just, as a hoop lover, as a basketball lover, I'm going to watch. I'm all in because I'm a fan. But it's not quite the same, and I think we need that, and I get what Victor Wembanyama is trying to create where, hey, maybe we can bounce right back, get right back to the finals, and then, hey, what if the Knicks do? Now you got to ride. They're playing against each other again. We were up every game against you, Knicks. We think we should have won. And the Knicks saying, nah, we are just a better, more seasoned veteran team. We're going to win again against you. That's, to me, what is more compelling, and I don't get how Adam Silver doesn't get that.
Yeah, I don't know what NBA you've watched. I think your assessment of what we've seen the last 10 years is just makes absolutely no sense to me. The last 10 years of the NBA has been nothing but compelling with great storylines, okay? Kawhi Leonard goes to Toronto, all right, after the whole issue with the Spurs, helps them win a championship, the first championship ever we've ever seen in Toronto. Then you could talk about the Lakers. And
don't do that because you always hate on the Lakers.
No. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I'm not buying it. The Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, Giannis is a dummy. Why would he stay in Milwaukee? He'll never win a championship in Milwaukee. He won a championship. The Celtics, of course, got there twice. Their story, they lost the first time to Golden State, but they come back and win. So their storyline was great. These two players making $60 million, can they ever win? They lose the first time they go. They win the second time. They win a championship together. The Joker in Denver, the best player, won 3 out of 4 MVPs. People are questioning how really great he is. Oh, he's not really that great until he wins a championship. Guess what he did? He won a championship. OKC, the way that they came together, the trades to get them there, and then all of a sudden, the youngest team ever put together, they win an NBA championship. And then to cap it off, the Knicks haven't won since Moby Dick was a guppy, 53 years and all that went on, and the Knicks win a championship. This has been an unbelievable 10-year run for the NBA.
Knight Rider, man, still one of the best TV theme songs of all time. On a TV theme song Thursday, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Busta Rhymes did a great song to this. All right, mark your calendars again. I mentioned it earlier. Today is Miracle Treat Day at DQ. You buy a Blizzard, treat at participating locations. Dairy Queen donates $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. Help your community today and buy a Blizzard. Dairy Queen. DQ. Happy tastes good. And I'll tell you what, as hot as it's been around Southern California, really around the country, definitely the perfect treat right now. All right, Rob, let's get to it. See how you did. Let me look at your face. It's time for Shekel. Dang, Rob, Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Ever since Rob G said I was no good at this, he's really put the whammy on me.
1-2 or 0-3?
1-2.
Oh,
so that
God.
means in the last 3 days,
Oh, God.
I'm now 2-7. And that is an oh God.
Oh,
I'm
God.
so sick to my stomach.
So how
Elijah,
many-
1-2.
How many days are we from you hitting the reset button? If you didn't have
No. September. No, we'll reset.
About 3 weeks,
Elijah
K-Dog.
forces me to reset.
If we go through all of this, you end up 500 at September. I'm going to be so mad.
Ain't no way I'm going to be 500. No way. No way, no how. All right, 189 and 170 is the number. 19 games over 500. And here we go. I'm going to take tonight best bet. Let's go with the Padres are hosting the Giants. Padres minus 1.5 in San Diego.
Okay.
That's the best bet. I got the Mariners plus 1.5 in LA against the Dodgers. That's coming up at 10:10 Eastern. And then I'm going to take the A's plus 1.5 hosting the Red Sox in Sacramento. So again, Padres minus 1.5, A's plus 1.5, and the Mariners plus 1.5. And remember, Kelvin, I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on, no doubt about it. What's tomorrow, the 31st?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I know. We're about to be in August on Saturday.
Wow.
Where'd July go?
I know. Where July go is right.
July. Listen, this whole year, the fact that we're getting closer to the end of summer and just, the wind down of 2026 is scary,
I know.
bro. This is scary.
Stop.
Alex, I'm teaching in less than a month.
Stop.
Like 3 weeks. I'll be back in the classroom.
Rob,
Man,
stop.
I'll do you one better. I had the superintendent of LAUSD on the show today, my show on Spectrum. And I'm just looking at him. I said, I know you're busy and everything, but can we push back the start of school? August 12th. 2 weeks from yesterday,
No way.
my youngest will be back in school. What?
That makes no sense.
What happened this summer?
No, I used to have 3.5 months off.
Yes. Now these kids, and it's not like they're out at like May 18th or something. They're out like June 15th.
What?
I don't understand it. I asked him. He laughed. I said, hell no, I'm not laughing right now. Parents, well, then again, parents, we do want the kids to go back to school because this, I ain't going to lie.
What?
Woo, it's Monty, let me tell you. You used to think, it'd be better because they're finally out of school, but it is too hard.
Hell no.
You don't get that 8 to 3 anymore where they're gone and you can just, ain't none of that. Boy, my 5-year-old was on my head today when I got home from TV, Rob. Everywhere I went, where you going, Daddy? I was like, I'm going to go upstairs. I just went, no, okay, I'm coming. All right, I'm going to just sit on your lap. Girl, you got a whole couch. You know what? I'm going to sit on your lap. Everywhere I went.
Hey, you better enjoy those moments because she'll be too big to sit on your lap in a few years.
I
Pause.
do. Make me a peanut butter and jelly. Can you cut the crust? Can you do it? Actually, I want butter toast. Okay, hold on. This ain't Burger King, girl. You're not going to get it your way. Guess what?
Yeah, but
She got it her
eventually
way, Rob.
think about this. Eventually, she'll be cooking for you. She'll be rubbing your back. She'll be rubbing your feet. You know what I mean?
I got all
Alex,
girls. I'm not listening to Alex. I got all girls. When I tell you I know I'm good for life, daughters take care of their dads. They do.
That's what I'm saying to you. You'll be good to go.
I mean, if I stub my toe, oh my God, you okay, Daddy? Is everything? Alex, they were asleep when that happened.
They'll be at the bottom of the steps right there to wipe the blood off your forehead.
They were sleeping. They were sleeping. That happened. Real quick, I wanted to hit this one. We were talking a little bit about. I forgot who. Will Blackman, I think, is who we talked about it with.
When you brought up him getting fired from ESPN?
Yeah, when you did that. Hey, welcome to the show. You got fired. Like, dang, he can't even get a breather. Like, just can't step foot in the show yet. We talked about this running backs and how I'm happy that they're finally getting some of the love that they had. Me and you kind of agreed on that the last couple of years with, Derrick Henry and McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor and obviously Gibbs and Bijan, who was a friend of the show. Shout out to him. We had chopped it up with him at the Super Bowl. But, it's good to see these guys are, standing up for what they're worth. When you look at the amount of offense these guys are there for, Bijan, I mean, he practically is the Falcons' offense. You look at Jahmyr Gibbs and what he meant to the Lions. In fact, Lions fans, my hand ring raised, we want to get him the ball more. So I'm glad that teams, the running backs are saying, hey, we can be large parts of the offense again in the NFL. We can contribute out the backfield, catching, running, blocking. And so that's why these guys are holding out, and I think they're worth it. And so I'm just glad to see. We talk about this.
They're not really holding out because they're
holding in.
Let
me phrase that. It's a hold in. But my point is, I'm just glad that running backs are back to being utilized. Remember, all right, we can get that guy 5 attempts and him 6 attempts and that guy 5 attempts. No, when you got a feature back like that can produce for your offense, you take care of them and you utilize them. And I'm glad to see the resurgence because it got when they're just passing and handing the ball off to guys you don't even know or 3-4 different backs. That wasn't the NFL I was accustomed to. So I'm glad to see we got some feature backs back in the league. So get your money, young fellas. I ain't mad at you for that. It's The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. We got a lot in the next hour as well. Bob Nightingale, USA Today MLB columnist, going to join us, and looking forward to that. And Rob G, we're going to have Foul or Fair as well, plus Shop Talk. So a lot left. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
So Fernando Mendoza is not yet signed. Apparently there's his signing bonus they want in one lump sum. This is the report of that I saw, but the Raiders traditionally or historically like to do it in payments. And so I guess that's sort of the sticking point right now. But look, they'll get the deal done. He'll get signed and everything is all good and well. Albert Breer, who we're going to catch up with next hour on the show, he reported that Fernando Mendoza is going to be sprinkled in with the first team during training camp just to kind of, slowly work him into all this. And the more I hear about this stuff, the more I look at the Kirk Cousins signing and go, all right, what are we doing? Like, if you're at the point where the Raiders are at, just let him take the first team job from day one and just give him the entire year to go through the growing pains and all that. Why delay the inevitable? It's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. I just don't understand why you wouldn't just rip the Band-Aid off and say, here you go, man.
There is a transition from college to the NFL in regards to how you see defenses, what you're tasked with offensively. I think there's a bigger learning curve for Fernando Mendoza than probably most realize. And I'm not saying that he's not up for the challenge or he won't be able to adapt to it rather quickly. I think he's a very smart person, smart player. But tying that together to where you make it look effortless, to where you are able to operate at a high level, that takes time. And it also helps where you've got two pretty pragmatic guys, it seems like, in Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza, with those two being able to operate together, where I think it'd be good to see how Kirk Cousins has prepared himself and been able to play in this league for such a long period of time. And watching him go through that for at least the first few weeks, first month of the season, it's not a bad thing. So I would say this. They brought in Cousins for a reason. Call him an insurance policy. Call him a mentor. Call him whatever you want. It doesn't matter. They brought him in because I think their concern is that if Fernando Mendoza isn't ready, they've got a veteran who is.
Beginning in the NFL, where the Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. He gets $90 million guaranteed. Baker Mayfield did not get an extension. The Buccaneers quarterback spoke to reporters today and said that he felt disappointed and disrespected by the team after not agreeing on a long-term extension prior to the start of training camp. Falcons quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who is dealing with tightness in his back, did do individual drills on the side during practice today as he is dealing with that back tightness. In Major League Baseball, the Nationals currently lead the Braves in Atlanta 3-0. Bottom of the fourth inning about to start for Washington. Dalen Lyle has homered twice. Earlier today, the White Sox walked it off against the Yankees again. They scored on a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 11th inning to beat the Yankees 2-1. Cody Clemens hit a walk-off grand slam as the Twins beat Kansas City 4-3. Amancio Bolaños.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Number two. There you go. On a TV theme song Thursday, it is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, here on Fox Sports Radio. And mark your calendars. Today is Miracle Treat Day at DQ.
Oh, yeah.
You buy a Blizzard treat at participating locations. DQ donates $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. Help your community today and buy a Blizzard. DQ, happy tastes good. Also, don't forget, check out our YouTube channel. Over 30,000 subscribers and growing. We want you to be a part of it. Check us out. Just go to Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. That's right. Go check it out. We have our very own YouTube channel. Watch us live right now, any day, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 Eastern. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, in about 28 minutes, Bob Nightingale.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best in the business, USA Today baseball columnist. He will be joining us, and we know the trade deadline is coming up on Monday the 3rd. Very, very, Monday the 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern, so it's coming up really soon. Also, we'll have a little shop talk as well in this hour number 2 on a TV theme song Thursday.
It'll be good, though, trade, because you get to go, you like to go to the ballpark out here, Dodger Stadium. You get to see your boy, Scooble. You get to see Scooble.
Unbelievable. If they get him, man, people are going to be pissed.
Are people or is Rob Parker? I don't care about people.
No, I don't care. For me, you think I don't care.
No, I'm just making sure.
I don't.
Dun, 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 bum, ba-dun, that's when it begins. I told you, I think that's when people are like, all right, I've had enough. I let some go. I was cool with that. Maybe they got lucky here against the Blue Jays, some fluky luck stuff going on. They mess around and get Scooble. This is what they're going to hear every time they go to an opposing stadium.
And maybe after they get Scooble, the owner will be under 2 investigations. There'll be a baseball one as well. I'm just saying.
Dang it. Yeah, that's true. There is an investigation going on.
There's an investigation going on.
$16 billion in loan money they're looking at. With that, 16 with the B. Make sure I say billion.
And we're not talking about Chauncey.
Dang, there's another scandal.
Billups. Yeah, we haven't even gotten there. All right, hey Rob G, give us the update on the Kawhi Leonard. Huh?
Say more scandal.
Yes, give us the update on the Kawhi Leonard investigation with the NBA over circumventing the salary cap. How's that?
Well, Rob, here's the problem. The update is that there is no update. Yeah. All right? ESPN, even though Adam Silver said himself, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
I'd like to have this thing squared away soon, right? Because they had to put a major trade that's going to shake up the Eastern Conference on hold because of this investigation. Remember, it was going to be Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick and some draft picks for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi back to Toronto. That was going to give them some kind of outside puncher's chance at making a run to the NBA Finals. Instead, got put on pause because of, you mentioned, the investigation. Well, now ESPN is reporting that the NBA's investigation to whether the Clippers did circumvent the salary cap to pay Kawhi could drag into 2027 if the parties involved don't agree on the findings or of any proposed settlement that involves punishing the team, this team being the Clippers.
And this is only happening, Rob, because it's Kawhi Leonard and nobody cares. Kawhi, should we care, is what people are saying. Because it's just, they're so, LeBron now in Philadelphia, Jaylen Brown and this whole Celtics. Oh, wait, now he's in Philadelphia. And what do you do with Steph Curry? Does he demand a trade? There's a million other conversations. And Adam Silver has the luxury of kind of going, ain't nobody looking? All right, cool. And the only person looking like that is Pablo Torre, who ain't playing around with him when it comes to this. And this is, I think, Rob, the benefit of being Kawhi Leonard in the sense that for the talent, we already know on the court when he's playing engaged, he's a top 10 player for sure, one of the best of the last 15 years. But because he doesn't play a lot, because he's quiet and he has a low disposition and you never really hear from him, his personality, there is none, at least publicly, that nobody really cares. And a player of his ilk, two-time champ, this should be a big deal. If this were Steph Curry, it'd be a huge deal. If this were Luka, if this were LeBron. But because, again, with the Kawhi Leonard playing for the team in L.A. that nobody cares about, you live here, nobody, they got a few, 2-3 fans, and nobody checks for the Clippers. He hasn't played a lot of basketball. If he were playing 70 games a year and they were making deep playoff runs, he didn't even have to win a ring, but just deep playoff runs every single year. He's healthy. He's got commercials. He's got all-star games. This were Ant Edwards type of a thing. This will be a much bigger deal. But this is going to mess around, Rob, and it's going to go away. Because now that Rob G just mentioned, they're going to push it to 2027. We'll be knee-deep in, can the Knicks go back-to-back and stop the 8-9 years of no back-to-backs? How does LeBron look in Philly? Does Jason Tatum own in the Celtics bounce back? There will be a million other things that this will go under the radar, and Adam Silver, being soft, doesn't want to really do anything to Steve Ballmer, the richest owner in all of sports. And what he's going to do is he's going to go, all right, $5 million fine and 1 draft pick, sweep it under the rug, come like All-Star weekend where nobody will catch on to it next year, and that's what's going to happen. And I think specifically because the star involved in this case is Kawhi, it makes it makes people care less, people are kind of over it, and he kind of is he's in the back of your brain anyway as far as a superstar, even though his talent should be at the front of your brain. You just never see him on a team that doesn't do anything. And his personality, you don't see him in commercials or anything. So I just think that plays a role in this.
I think you're off the mark. I don't think it's about Kawhi. I think it's about the other guy that you kind of buried the lead. It's about Steve Ballmer, the richest owner. And when you're the richest owner, they're not going to do anything to him. He built them that new beautiful arena in Inglewood. And he's daddy Warbucks to those guys. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. It has more to do with the owner, not about Kawhi Leonard. And again, I think it's misplaced when you think about Kawhi could ask for anything. The onus is on the organization that knows the rules and know what they can and can't do. Not what Kawhi asked for. They could easily say it's against league rules. We cannot do this. We want you, but we can't put ourselves in jeopardy and we can't do this. They're the ones who, if this is all true and accurate, are the ones who put themselves out there. They should be going after the Clippers tooth and nail. But they got the biggest bear in the room, and nobody's going to do it with a Charmin soft commissioner. The only time he had any kind of juice and did anything where Adam Silver looked like he was like, wow, is when they got rid of Donald Sterling from the Clippers. And you know why? Because LeBron and those guys went in and said, hey, if he's still the owner, we're going to not play in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Stop the money. And then all of a sudden, he grew a pair, and all of a sudden, Donald Sterling was out like that. And the only other owners weren't going to do anything to stop it. You know that? Because they don't want their money stopped. And they looked at, all right, Donald Sterling did this to himself. There's a tape. There's nothing they can do. And they threw him to the wolves. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. This has nothing. This is not about Kawhi. This is about Steve Ballmer. He's a very powerful owner.
I don't
disagree.
That's why I brought him up. The only so I don't disagree, Steve Ballmer. That's why I said you got the richest guy, and you mentioned again just built a arena out here in Inglewood. The only thing I'll say is going back to I do believe had it been a more popularized, bigger Q rating player than Kawhi, I think we'd be having another conversation. I'm not saying that would absolve the team, but I think it becomes a bigger conversation. I think in this case, with it being Kawhi, with him just kind of being, in the back of your brain as a player in the league, you kind of just go, oh, yeah, Kawhi, something about something he was doing. What is it? Oh, okay. But if I do think if it was a higher caliber as far as notoriety, not talent, we know there's very few players who are better than him when he's playing and healthy. And he had an incredible season. We talked about that. That should be what we're talking about with Kawhi was
he was
bounce
in
back season.
For most of the season, he was in the running for MVP.
Dude,
he played great.
Balling out last season. That was the Kawhi when you look at, you're like, man, that might be his best season ever. He is fantastic. And that should obviously be what you would hope the focus is on. But now, again, with all of this, it's obviously it's always other things, right? It's a health, it's load management, it's this, it's that. It's always something, and I think that's why I said it was a higher caliber of popularity in the player. I think we'd have a conversation. I completely do agree with Steve Ballmer having this money. If you're Adam Silver, that ain't the guy you want to come down and drop the hammer on. That's not you. If you ever had to, you'd wish it'd be somebody else, not that guy. The guy who is all into the games. He's passionate. He's spending money. He's got money. He bought a new arena. That's typically not the guy you would want to, that's the guy you're kind of going, man, come on, fine. Give me something where I can bail you out here. But with with Pablo all over this, every time they think they bent a corner where they can kind of get past, it's like how he tried to get past with the gambling when they said, we ain't even find nothing. And then the FBI said, we'll take it from here.
Right. And even with Pablo, I mean, does it mean they're going to do anything? No. I mean, look at how this thing is dragged out. Seriously. And then with the revelations from today that Rob G came up, talked about earlier and setting this whole story up, if all the sides have to agree on any kind of settlement or punishment, like it doesn't. So does that make sense?
And what does that mean, too, for Kawhi? I was talking to Rob G earlier.
So Kawhi could say that they could have the findings, and he could push back and say, I'm not signing off on these findings, and I'm not going to acknowledge them. Well, right? I'm saying right, Rob G? Is that the thinking?
I'm saying, Rob was saying that everybody has to sign off and agree, and he was saying if two of the entities do, but Kawhi doesn't, that means this doesn't vote. Null and void.
So my understanding of it is if not all parties agree on the punishment or the settlement, it can be litigated through arbitration, and this thing could be drawn out as long as you want, basically until Kawhi retires.
That's going to mess around and try to do that. But even before, let's just put the investigation aside. Let's just go to the basketball side of this. Season rolls around in October. Kawhi's a Clipper? Is he in purgatory? Is he not playing? Is he what? Is he currently? Does he get to play? Like that's what I'm more interested. It's gonna be interesting to me. Like you thought you were going to Raptors. We already, like you mentioned, Rob G, we already started to talk, oh, man, him, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes, they got a nice squad there. Okay, wait, come back to the West. Come on back to the West side. And now I'm just looking at this.
Do you think that, given that this is not going to be resolved, that this actually is better for Toronto? Because it's similar to, like, the Sorsby thing, right, with before he declared for the draft.
Yeah, hey, because
if this is going to be litigated, we can get him for at least a season, no problem, no punishment whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at it that way. Yeah, like take him and knowing that nothing's going to happen.
We're going to get him for a lower price because the deal's not going to be the original deal anymore. You might have to give up one pick instead of three.
So I'm just. It could happen, Rob G. No, it makes sense.
No, it makes sense. I'm just wondering if the whole purgatory thing of like until this investigation is over, he's a Clipper. You get what I mean? Like because therefore the trade never happened because legally blah 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 it couldn't happen. So therefore Kawhi Leonard is a Clipper until this is done. I wonder, like, that's how I'm thinking it's going to be. And to Rob G's point, this might mess around and be 2-3 years if they, if somebody keeps passing it along and disagreeing with the settlement. So interesting, man.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Why isn't the Kawhi Leonard investigation a bigger deal? Is it because of the owner? Is Daddy Warbucks? Is it because Kawhi has, just doesn't move the needle to most fans? Adam Silver's soft. What is the reason? We want to hear from you. Remember, this is a radio show, not a podcast. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there, 877-996 6369. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do, Alex? Stick and stay.
Because we're not just a podcast like some crappy athletes have in the US of A.
That's right.
Yeah, speaking of the ladies, the WNBA is back in the headlines.
What they done did, Rob
For
G?
several reasons. We're not even going to get to all of them because there's a whole situation with Sophie Cunningham that's been popping off for the last couple of days, but we haven't even got to that one.
That is true.
Here's one that I'm sure you haven't heard about, though. So tonight, one of the marquee matchups in the W involves the Atlanta team against the Dallas team. That would be Paige Beckers against Angel Reese. So they're hyping it up. They're very excited about seeing two of their young stars going head-to-head. It's a close game, by the way, in the third quarter.
Oh, let me see they're getting buckets.
Is there a game on? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, jeez, Rob. Yes.
Yo, we got two Yankees TVs right now. Put one of them on their TV, please.
No. Please.
So, as you know, both Angel Reese and Paige Beckers were at the WNBA All-Star Game this past weekend.
Was it an All-Star game?
Stop it. They was getting busy.
And there is a video which the two have shared on their social media accounts indicating that they have a bet on tonight's game. Take a listen to the exchange.
At All-Star Weekend, you and Angel made a bet with each other on this game. Is that bet still?
This is how the rich stay rich. You gotta save this money. I'm gonna see you next week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice? I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose, I get to have that. If y'all win, you get 400. I get 400. And if we lose, then you get. No, you owe me 400. But I'm staying on it.
First.
So that's one thing, Rob. But here's the bigger issue. This is why it involves the entire WNBA.
Oh, boy.
Because the WNBA, for whatever reason, thought that was a cute video. They thought it was a fun way to hype up the game. They shared the video on their TikTok, on their threads, on their Twitter, on their Facebook. Once people pointed out, hey, you are sharing a video of two of your marquee players betting on the game that is tonight, there could be some kind of conflict of interest. In fact, several people on social media pointed out that in the CBA of the WNBA, any player found by the commissioner to have been guilty of wagering on or attempting to wager on any value of the game shall be subject to fine, suspension, dismissal, or disqualification.
And they both should be disqualified. We got the evidence. We don't need to have a hearing. We got the evidence. They can't play tonight. Is it tonight?
Yeah,
well, they're already playing.
It's in your face right now.
All right, time out. Get them out of the game. And the one thing we did find out is Adam Silver placed a bet on the game as well, because you know he's big into gambling.
He is big into gambling. Look, man,
perfect timing, Alex. You couldn't have hit a better one than that.
Man, this is where we talk about this all the time.
This league is a joke.
They miss the mark sometimes. It's like, and I've said it before, it's like they weren't prepared for the surge of content, commentary, even fan base that was going to happen when the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark started in college, which then carried into the league. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for prime time, as they say, because things keep happening where they kind of missed the mark. This was well-intended, Rob G. It was cute. It's funny. Let's share it. Social media is all that matters nowadays. Let's get it out there. Two of our stars but nobody is reading the room. What's one of the biggest stories in the headlines of the NBA last season? Gambling. Chauncey Billups, gone. Malik Beasley, dang it, the Pistons could have used a shooter. Gone. Who am I missing? What's my man? Rozier, gone. What's the quarterback? I'm forgetting his name. In college, the quarterback, Malta Gamblins. Him. I forgot it. Sorsby. Some of the biggest conversations in sports have been gambling. And then for you to do it. Now, again, $400. Who knows if they were even serious? It's fun. It's cute on social media. I get it.
No.
Well,
it's got to be 400 wings or something of that ilk. To mention money is a violation.
But that's
and the
what I'm saying. The
WNBA is not going to do anything because they're not a real league. This tells you, this will prove to you that they're not a real league. Is this on? Hear me out. If they're not suspended, this is not a real league. I'm telling you, how in the world, seriously, Kelvin, can you imagine if this was a real league and you found out that people are betting on the game?
Here's why they're not going to be
It's not a real league.
Here's why they're not going to be
The WNBA is not a real league.
Here's why they're not going to be
Perfect proof positive.
The WNBA joined in on it. They retweeted it. They have helped promote it. So
did they do it, or some kid who's 22 years old runs their social? Come on, man.
Well,
that ain't a total. That's why those things happen, because it's not, the commissioners are not sitting there running the social media.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. Bob Nightingale, that's right, Bob Nightingale, USA Today MLB columnist, going to join us here in about 7-8 minutes or so. We got Shop Talk coming up here a little bit as well. Rob, we'll see what Rob G's cooked up for us. A whole lot left in this hour. And we mentioned it earlier. Listen, Dairy Queen's not playing around. Mark your calendars. Today is Miracle Treat Day at DQ. You buy a Blizzard treat at participating locations. DQ donates $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. So help your community today and buy a Blizzard. DQ, happy tastes good. All right, let's take some calls. Rob, 877-99 on Fox. Kawhi, this whole investigation, why isn't it as big of a deal? Do you not care? Is it because it's Kawhi and he's just kind of under the radar? Is it because the Adam Silver ain't trying to, and get his big boss man, Daddy Warbucks, as you put it, in trouble? Steve Ballmer. Let's take some calls. Who we got?
All right, Joe in Sacramento. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Joe? How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Doing blessed. How y'all doing?
Doing blessed, bro.
Man, wonderful.
Hey, I just want to say, Kelvin, Rob, I've been listening to you guys for a long time. I mean, it's been a long time, so this is actually my first time calling in. So I've always wanted to do this, so today I had time, so I wanted to get some stuff on my mind. So my thing with this Kawhi Leonard thing
is... Well, we appreciate you. I want you to know that,
man.
Joe. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Here's something with the Kawhi Leonard thing. I think this is the whole, my whole issue with just, America and capitalism. We live in this bureaucracy where billionaires, trillionaires never have to face any type of consequences. And you know who's in front? Who's the person on the magazine? Who's the person getting on Pablo Torre's podcast? Kawhi Leonard. Why is that? Why is Kawhi Leonard the person who is getting blamed for every single thing when it's the owner that is circumventing these, allegedly circumventing the cap, doing all these things to make so that their players are happy, going out of the boundary and whatnot. Like,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, the player could ask for whatever they want. the onus is on the owner of the team not to circumvent the rules that he agreed to as an owner of an NBA team.
Exactly.
The equivalent to that would be, Rob, the Raptors.
Thanks for the call, Joe.
Appreciate the call, man. Thanks for listening, too. The equivalent would be where they said, Uncle Dennis and Kawhi asked that of the Raptors, years ago, 2019, that summer, and that's when he was like, they were like, no, we're good, and that's why he ended up coming out west. So I'm saying to your point of like an example of a team that said, no, we're good on doing all that extra stuff. They
right. Toronto didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He just won him a championship. They were like, no,
well, we ain't gonna do all that extra.
We
stuff.
can't do all that. Right. It's going to wind up coming back to bite us. Marty in Kentucky, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Marty? How's River doing?
He's in the pool shooting hoops with his mom and his sister.
Oh, he's living it up.
How old is River now?
I'm weed eating. He told it. He's having a great life, and I'm doing the dad thing. Okay. River is 11. He'll be 12 in September. He'll be 12 in September.
That's crazy.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
His voice starting to change.
Wow.
I remember that. I remember that era too.
Yeah, you know what? We got to get him on. The next time you call, give River on. We need to talk to him and check on him and see what size he wears. You know what I mean? Let's talk to him. I need to talk to him.
All right, next time I will. Oh yeah, I forgot to. You start talking about my kid. I totally forget the subject.
We're talking about Kawhi Leonard.
Is it Kawhi? Or is it the commissioner soft or is it about
Steve Ballmer,
the owner? Yeah.
I will not argue with Kelvin's point that Kawhi's personality draws less attention, but in the big picture, it's all about the money. I've been that, and there's one person really going after him, and I've been that one person trying to beat the system, knowing something wasn't right, trying to beat the money, but everybody else is profiting because of the money, and it's hard to get people on your side.
Yeah,
it's about the money.
Yeah.
It is. Life is about two things, and money's one of them. I'm just telling you.
I think we know the other one.
And Marty, you know what the other one is, so I have to mention it on the radio.
You're the only one of us three that pays for it.
Wow. Hey, Marty.
My only hint, Rob.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
You pay for it indirectly every day. I want you to know that.
Oh, shoot, that was funny.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Okay.
You ain't lying.
All right. I appreciate you. You know that.
Alex,
Thanks,
I need
Marty.
that. You ain't lying. I need
That's
that.
right.
Oh,
Jay,
shoot, that was funny.
In Edmonton, I think that's the first call we ever took in Edmonton. Wow, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jay?
So, man, how's it going? Got to give you guys your flowers. This is my first time calling in. I'm a college coach that's got an hour commute every day, and you help me get through it. So keep up the stuff, guys.
Dope, man. Appreciate what sport?
That, Jay.
What sport do you coach?
I coach basketball, D2.
Edmonton. Nice, man. Good stuff, bro.
I need to get to Edmonton. Like, there's cities in Canada.
Yeah,
I've been all over the world. I've been to every continent, but I haven't been to Edmonton. There's somewhere I want to get to.
Yeah, man, it's a basketball hub. Like, we've got the CEBL here now, which is where a lot of your guys, like Xavier Moon that was with the Clippers, they're playing in our league right now and doing things. It's exciting. Hey, you guys come this way, get a hold of me. I'll set you up.
All right.
Sounds good, Jay.
Robbie,
where are you on this, Jay?
It's a little bit of both. We got soft silver, and you don't get rich owners without circumventing policies. Those guys made their money circumventing policies. So this is about things being relevant in the West still, while LeBron tries to make some noise still. No one really cares anymore, as far as I think, what LeBron's doing anymore. But what's going on in the West? The Lakers are looking anemic. I love Luka. But, I mean, it's a little bit of both. I think it's column A, column B, and it's capitalism at its best.
I don't know about anemia. I thought you were going to say a little, lacking melanin out there.
Well, there's no melanin, right?
They're lacking melanin.
This is like Jay, this is like the Minneapolis Lakers back in the 50s with George Mikan. I'm just saying.
Oh, shoot. Hey, appreciate it. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who's first time. We got a lot of first-time callers today, Rob.
We're going to have one of these days. One day we'll have a first-timer.
Everybody just call in for first time. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like people give a chance for like first-timers. And Rob G, we do have, so tomorrow are we making that debut? Do we have the open? Do we have everything ready to go?
It's almost done. It should be done before the end of the show.
I need to hear it. I need to hear it before the show.
Boy, I'll tell you what, though. Have you told him, Rob G?
Oh, he knows.
You went full government with redactions?
Oh, no, I couldn't. There's some stuff I couldn't make.
We had to
work
go
for the
full.
radio.
Rob G said, I'm not going to cheat, Kelvin, because, we're doing a whole little game thing.
Right.
He said, but I'm going to show you some of these redactions because we can't even use it on the air. I said, not even on the pod? He said, you guess. And he read it to me. I said, oh, I forgot, Rob. It was a little, this was more Cinemax level.
Alex, did you see this? Did you see this stuff too?
Oh, Rob, let's just say, I need baby oil.
Yeah, I mean, the redactions.
Oh, God.
Yo, the redactions are worse than some of these government files. I mean, well, my goodness.
Dude, I told Rob G in reading those things back, and these are old love letters from when I was, in the 90s
streets,
or whatever.
yeah.
When I was a young guy. And I'd never realized how much in love she was with me. You know what I
You say love, I say lust.
Absolutely,
You think
lust,
it's
because I've
lust?
seen it too, Rob.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw some
Monty,
of it.
what?
I saw some of
Monty.
it. I heard some of it.
Rob,
Yeah.
Monty, what'd you think? You were like, wow.
I said, this is really what she wrote? Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah, so I got the government. Rob, we got the government files that we had to redact some things. It's in black permanent marker.
This guy,
Wow.
getting these love letters, telling the world that he's been to every continent.
Yeah, Monty was rolling. When you said that, Rob, Monty was rolling her eyes.
What?
I've been to every country. I've been all over the world.
Well, but I was trying to make the point, but I haven't been to Edmonton, and I want to get there. That's
Monty
all.
was like, nah. She's
Yeah,
like, whatever.
no,
That was pretty
I
funny.
definitely made
Monty
faces
threw
at
up
that.
in her mouth.
She
She
did.
said,
Absolutely.
this guy. And now I got to hear about his love letters when he was 24.
Yeah, I don't need to ever know you that well again, Rob. I ain't gonna lie. I don't ever want to know you that well again.
We can't hear those love letters. Like, you can't. It's not
Monty-
meant for radio.
But Monty, the great part is she went to Kinko's and took it and had it faxed
Man,
to me.
the dude who had to read that was
mailing
like,
it wasn't good enough. How crazy,
No,
right?
I love that. I love that somebody else had to essentially deliver the message for you.
Yo, they had to
Right.
put on the envelope when you got it NC-17. Like they had to put that. They had to put that on there. Like, hey, just open. Sir, we letting you know if you open this up, you're doing it at your own risk.
If the Kinko's employees got excited after like the first couple of ones, every time she would show up with a new one, and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be great."
Yeah.
It's
Oh no,
gonna be
she was
great.
definitely the smoke break.
Right.
Coffee break.
Oh,
talk,
it was a talk of conversation in that break room.
Yeah,
Or the baby oil break. You know what I mean?
Or somebody couldn't wait to get good. Hey, listen, when they went home, we got Bob Nightingale. And Bob ain't trying to hear this.
It's baseball. Let's go there, guys. The Braves were down, not anymore. They tied the game. First, Ronald Acuna Jr., then Mike Yastrzemski with a home run. So they're tied against the Nationals, 3 apiece in Atlanta, top of the 6th inning. The Reds lead the Pirates at home 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning, about to start. The White Sox walked it off against the Yankees for a second day in a row. Today they scored on a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 11th inning. 2-1 was the final score. The Rays also edged the Rangers 3-2. Cubs were winners in St. Louis in 10 innings. 4-2 was the final score. Cody Clemens hit a walk-off grand slam as the Twins beat the Royals 4-3. When it comes to the NFL, Baker Mayfield did not get a long-term extension from the Buccaneers. Today, speaking to the media, he said that he felt disappointed and disrespected for not agreeing on a long-term extension prior to the start of training camp with Tampa Bay. Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. And Bengals defensive end Shamar Stewart, I don't know if you saw it, he was carted off practice on Wednesday, but he escaped serious injury. He hyperextended his knee, so he's going to miss multiple weeks. But good news. Back to you guys.
Monty, thank you. Appreciate it as always. Our couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, on our TV themes on Thursday. And as always, we appreciate you listening, especially we got again, Rob, all those folks who've been listening and finally giving us calls. We appreciate it. On the phone, speaking of calls, Bob Nightingale, USA Today MLB columnist, B. Nightingale on X. Bob, how you doing?
Doing great, Kelvin. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
What's up, Bob? The best in the business. We glad to have you on, my man, as always.
Good to hear you, Rob. My pleasure.
Bob, let's just get straight to it. So we live in L.A. I got actually an L.A. hat on right now. So just Monday, should I go get a Scooble jersey or what we doing? He coming to the Dodgers?
I would think so, especially with Ohtani, the uncertainty of him. People say, well, the Dodgers don't need him. I think they do. You got Yamamoto, but who else are you going to count on? And people say, oh, Blake Snell's coming back. Well, he's only thrown 3 innings all year. Glass now hasn't pitched since May. You don't know what you're going to get night after night from Sasaki. Yeah, I think they need Scooble.
How is that going to, Bob? How is that going to play? Because I think, it just reinforces the evil empire. Like I don't think Baseball America wants to see Skubal go to the Dodgers, even if it's just a rental or he doesn't stay or whatever. But I don't think Baseball America wants to see it. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You'll have everybody scream from the heavens, and you'll have every fan outside of L.A. See, we need a salary cap, and we don't want this. They'd be the first National League team to win 3 World Series in a row, and they said they want to make a mark in history, and they would do this. They'd be remembered forever.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, do we need a salary cap? You got Hal Steinbrenner, who
Bob doesn't think so.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Bob does. But Hal Steinbrenner, of all, I was teasing Rob, and I have had this conversation, Bob, and I said, I mean, of all the people calling the pot calling the kettle black, Hal Steinbrenner talking, you see all the Dodgers spending so much money. The Yankees have been spending more money than everybody for the last 5 decades. So, what about all these owners trying to make this happen? Is it simply the Dodgers?
I think it's good. I think it's good for baseball to have a evil empire team knocks off. I mean, nobody was crying about Atlanta when they won 14 straight division titles and get to the World Series 5 times. People cried about the Yankees, back in the late 90s. Maybe they cried about the Cincinnati Reds too, the Big Red Machine. I remember that. But no, I think it's good. And like you said, you look at the Mets. The last 5 years, the Mets have spent more than the Dodgers easily. And look where they are.
Speaking of the Mets, there was a story out there, and I know it was an opinion piece by ESPN, so it wasn't a reported story, Bob, but about Francisco Lindor. Maybe he's the answer to the Yankees shortstop situation, and the Mets can, move off of him, and Juan Soto aren't really close, and that they've had some rub there. What do you make of that story? Is there any chance of Lindor going to the Bronx?
No, not at all. Even just like you said, I mean, Hal Steinbrenner's, talking about how much money they have in their payroll. They're not going to add another $150 million to it. So, no,
right.
There's no chance of that. And the Mets aren't going to listen to any offers right now. They'll listen to the winner, but the Yankees still do not make sense.
How about any trade for the Yankees? Obviously Judge is out. Stanton hasn't played. I mean, they have pitching to go to a World Series, to me, starting pitching, no ifs, ands, or buts. But do they need a bat, Bob? What are they going to do? Are they going to make a move?
Well, they'll have to get Jeffers, the catcher from Minnesota. I know the Twins are hanging around because, AL Central is so bad. But they could actually afford to trade Jeffers and get something back, and because they have enough catching. But, if they get a Ryan Jeffers, that would answer the, grab a bat plus that catcher. Then they need another late inning reliever too to give themselves a chance. But if Judge doesn't come back, they're spinning their wheels, wasting their time anyway, because they get no chance to win the World Series if Judge isn't back playing.
And let me follow up on this.
Yep.
What if they won the World Series off of pitching and just timely hitting with no Judge? What would that be? That would probably
damning.
be the worst. Am I right, Bob? Would that not be the worst for Judge?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a little bit like I remember when the Nationals won the World Series, right? Year after trading away Harper. Harper walk. Yeah. But I mean, Judge is so important to that team. I mean, you can argue you should give him the MVP this year because how valuable he is, because that team's just a mediocre team without him.
Bob Nightingale on with the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Of course, I'm USA Today MLB columnist. Bob, where are you with when it comes to kind of what we're seeing with pitchers? Rob and I have talked about this quite a bit where, they'll have a guy who can have a perfect game, but he's at that 89 mark pitch point or 90 pitches or, God forbid, triple digits. Where are you with kind of how we handle pitchers? Some people say we baby them. Some people say it's just playing the analytical game.
Well, we're definitely babying. I mean, I just came back from spent a weekend in Cooperstown. I know Rob's been there a bunch of times. But
yes.
I mean, that's all guys talk about is what's going on in today's game. I mean, we're babying guys, and guys are getting hurt more than ever.
Right.
Those great Atlanta teams with Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox, they were pitching twice on the side. They were throwing over 120, 130 pitches to start, and they were fine. They were healthy. But it's amazing. Yeah, it just seems like we're babying guys more and more year after year, and guys are getting hurt more easy. It's almost like in the minor leagues, guys are being pulled after 60 pitches. And John Smoltz told me that, he goes, what's the most unbreakable record in baseball? I threw out the usual things, and he says, no. Greg Maddux, look at his career. He threw 27 complete games in the minor leagues. And he's right. They'll never be touched.
That's crazy.
One complete game in the minor leagues.
That is in the minor leagues. That is crazy. Right. Hey, you know what else is crazy, Bob? How does Vlad Jr. not have one home run in Toronto? He's played 100 and this season, like 103 games, but no home runs at home in Toronto. What has happened to him?
I don't know. That's unbelievable. I mean, he's on the second year of a $500 million contract, too.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And he had a great postseason, right?
Yep,
he had a great postseason.
Great postseason, yeah. I don't know what happened to him, but, yeah, just a complete mess. And, he's become more of a singles hitter. So we'll see what happens during the winter. He skipped the All-Star break to give himself a rest and hasn't made a difference in the second half either. So, yeah, I mean, that'll be a huge storyline next spring when he shows up because, that team has shelled himself considering what happened a year ago. They should have won the World Series. Now they're not even going to be making the playoffs.
They're acting
like 3 or 4 times, Bob. How about 3 or 4? They could have won the World Series like 3 or 4 times with a sacrifice fly. My God.
They're over here acting like an NFL Super Bowl team. You know how the Super Bowl, the losing team, we never hear from them again. They don't even make the playoffs. That's what the Blue Jays are acting like. Hey, Bob, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Sure, my pleasure. See you, Kelvin. See you, Rob.
All right, B. Nightingale. Give him a follow if you don't already. All his great stuff he does at USA Today, MLB columnist there, of course. One of the best in the biz. All right. On the way, Rob, we'll see what Rob G has cooked up for Shop Talk. You don't want to miss this. It's the odd
couple.
It
might be steamy love letters from the past,
man.
No?
We can't read them. We can't read them, Rob. All we can read is,
come on.
Hi, Rob, and the rest we can't read.
And then he pushed my
all we can read is, hi, Rob, and love yours.
Wait
That's
a minute.
it.
But Alex, there's another name in there other than mine. Did you notice that?
I did. And that's when Rob Park introduced me to the boneless couch.
Man. All right.
What are you talking about off mic? You know what? I'm going to pimp slap you.
It's the odd couple.
You're lucky I'm in Detroit. You're lucky.
Well, you know who else ain't messing around?
Who that?
New Michigan football coach Kyle Whittingham.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm liking him.
Making the rounds this week. Of course, Big Ten Media Days were this week. A lot of it was today, actually. And
is he in a happy marriage? I just want to know.
Oh,
shoot.
God, I hope
I'm
so.
over here like, what would you ask it? Then I'm like, oh,
I hope so.
I'm just asking.
But in any event, my guy was on the Rich Eisen show. And he was asked,
"What a shocker! Rich Eisen, the Michigan homer,
man,
he's the biggest Michigan homer." Yes, like it's embarrassing. Seriously.
And Kyle Whittingham,
it's embarrassing how, like, if you say anything again. I remember I tweeted something about Jim Harbaugh. He might have lost more here. He lost hair from the back as well. he was so mad. I was like, God, okay, you went to Michigan, really?
Whatever the Rich Eisen version of put the camera on me is about to happen. He's like, I heard Rob Parker, you guys, I didn't even know he was still around. Is he around? I already hear him saying something like that.
Huh?
Give me a moment to respond.
No, guys, real quick. I mean, this guy's he's crazy. He's thinking about me.
Yeah, right. Just like the Diana Rossini that he didn't want to do anything about that. Oh, that's my friend. I can't talk about that. Yeah, okay.
Hey, yo! So in any event,
Rob G, you want to just wait till the next segment?
Go ahead, go, Rob.
Kyle Whittingham was on with Rich Eisen. He was asking, "Hey, what would you do to fix college football? It's under fire." Here's what Kyle Whittingham said.
What do you want to see done if you could have your way?
Just in college football in its entirety?
Yes, sir.
I think it's got to be an NFL minor league model where we have a salary cap. the players are employees. I think, as distasteful as some of that is, I don't think there's any other way that is better than that. And right now it's out of control. I mean, we're going to have probably a dozen teams in the next recruiting cycle with $50 million rosters, and there's such a disparity between the haves and the have-nots. And I think that the only way to get that evened out and level the playing field is to go ahead and pattern it after an NFL, like I said, a minor league NFL model and a super league, if you will, and you'll probably see 48 to 60 teams survive the cut and be on the right side of the line in the sand and proceed forward.
I wanted to see Rich Eisen ask him, do you think Jim Harbaugh should be in prison for cheating and winning that national championship? What can you do to stop college football teams from cheating like Harbaugh did at Michigan? How about that question?
Why would he do that?
I'm just asking.
Why would he do that? He wanted to highlight and profile his new Michigan man.
All right.
Why would he do that? And he ain't wrong. At this point, let's just quit playing and fantasizing about what it is, yesteryears and amateur and guys coming, and man, we are way past that. And you know what? The greatest example of that.
But where's the pushback to say at college? Like, if you're going to do this, it can't be at Michigan or Ohio State. It can't be a college thing.
They already getting paid, Rob.
No, it's not.
Are they getting paid?
Yes, but my point.
So what's the difference?
No, my point is you'd be better off having a minor league team somewhere in Michigan, Ohio, but not attached to the university.
I hear
not
what
at
you're
all
saying,
attached.
but it is literally that.
Nope.
Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State
I'm just saying
have been
you could
pumping
do it,
guys in the NFL.
But not. You cannot use it under the umbrella of higher education.
I think
that's where I disagree.
And that's fine. I think we're well past that. When you have coaches coming up before their press conference, all right, hold on, wait, slamming down Cokes because that's who sponsored and endorsed them and they get money, we're at a place where it absolutely is a money-grabbing machine.
They were doing it before. It's just out in the open. It's nothing different.
You're literally saying my point.
No,
so if they've been getting money, guys have been going pro,
but I'm
what's
saying
the
not,
difference?
Yeah, but to call it a minor league, what's called, you don't
that's
need
a technicality, Rob.
but you don't need the college brand. What do you need the college brand for? Let the college have what we used to have, which was kids playing college football and your games on television and you show your student ID and you get into the game for free and you have half-empty stands with just students on a Saturday. That, to me, is college football. Seriously.
Are you watching it?
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
But nobody's going to that. Michigan, let's talk about Michigan because that's what Winningham is.
That's what you do in Division 2 or 3 or 4, wherever you went to school. You still went to the games.
Nobody was at those games. Dang, Eastern Michigan. It was rough back then.
What are you talking about? You had Charlie Batch was your quarterback.
We did. We had Charlie Batch, and then that was it. That was the end of the batch till Max Crosby.
And Earl Boykins. He was at
I wasn't that. He was a little older than me. He was about 4 years before I got there. Shout out to Earl. Had me hype in high school. I was 4'11", a freshman. He was 5'5", doing I got hope. Shut up. Go ahead and say it. I can't believe you were 4'11".
I can't believe you made the team at 4'11". Were you the mascot? Who's 4'11" making a basketball team?
I was a baller, too. What you mean? What's wrong with that? Which one were you in? Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy? You know how they usually come back to back. Which one are your Wheel of Fortune? Monty says Wheel of Fortune. Which one were you?
Jeopardy for me.
Jeopardy, yeah. Jeopardy for me. My wife was on and won Wheel of Fortune. Literally, she won the whole thing.
Yeah,
we went
she
went to Jamaica.
Jackpot, right?
She won a jackpot. We got a couple dollars. Went to Jamaica. But yeah. Where are you, Rob G?
That had to be exciting.
That was, man. Oh, it was good. But it sucked because it was during COVID, so we couldn't be there with her. So she had to tape it, and then we rented out a little small theater and we watched it there. Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. Which one were you, Rob G?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. All right, Alex, break the tie.
That wheel is so small. If you see it in person, it's disappointing.
Wow. Did you go, Rob G?
I have. I've been there twice.
And did you try to become a contestant and win some money?
They didn't let me. I was too Mexican.
Oh, wow.
Shut up. They get everybody from out here in L.A. They get everybody.
Not back when I went, let me tell you.
I'm not listening to you. So they just skipped over Mexican. Was like, give us the black woman. Come here, black woman.
Exactly.
Come get on here.
We need a loud black woman for some excitement.
She was on there like she picked some strange letters and it was like Z-R-D and da-da-da. It was like boom, 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 boom. It was like, oh.
Right.
I think it was like poncho. Like was the word or whatever it was. All right, Alex, which one? Jeopardy or Will?
Jeopardy all day.
All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. That's the winner. Jeopardy. Forget
I'm
you.
too stupid for Jeopardy.
What?
It's
I'm
hard.
too stupid. I can't.
It is.
That's a good point. Spin the wheel.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Look at
easy.
that.
Yes.
Nah, don't do my wife like that.
Big
Y'all
money,
low
big
key,
money,
y'all
big
just
money.
disrespect my
I
wife.
mean,
Don't do-
me.
I'm
Like,
just
it's
messing-
me.
I'm just messing with
Okay?
you.
I'm too stupid for
¿Por qué?
Jeopardy.
All right.
I'd be like, come
I
on.
love it. Hey, by the way,
Yes.
if you missed any of today's show, as always, you can check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get them, and then we'll pop up there. Rob G will get the best of version and also a full version as well. Y'all crazy.
W.
I almost said the
W.
All right, shop talk.
Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whoever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
Is the man.
That's right. Now, normally we talk about something outside of the world of sports. This week we're cheating a little bit because me and Kelvin Washington during our pre-show meeting, we're just talking, chopping it up, shooting the breeze. And we went off on this tangent that derailed the entire meeting. Because the meeting is usually 20,
That's
30
true.
minutes of us talking about the show. We spent about 20, 30 minutes just talking about this one topic. And the topic is this.
We did. I went a little crazy on it.
What level of individual fame is ideal for you as a person? Do you want to be Beyonce famous? Do you want to be Stephen A. Smith famous? Do you want to be Monty Bolaño famous? What level for you individually is the ideal level of fame?
Hey, I'm going to start it off here because I'm going to say, Rob, you'll appreciate this. I use you as an example to Rob G. I said, Rob Parker's got a really nice amount of celebrity. Like, he can go some days, he can go get his baked chicken, Monty, at Ralph's. And other than the baked chicken man, because he sees him every day.
Sees me every day, right.
But other than that, somebody might not, he might be able to go a couple of days, nobody recognize. Then he'll go some days, hey, Rob, let us show. Rob, let us show. Hey, you crazy, Rob. NBC, you let. But it's like not overbearing. You know what I mean?
It's not every day.
It's not every day. So, I was like, that's how we got into this conversation. I mean, there was a lot more to that. Me and Rob G got into it. So, but there are levels. I've always said, because obviously doing TV and radio, and obviously I'm still young enough, I want to keep going with the career. Whatever the Rob Parker and a half, double that-ish, I don't want to go too crazy because I've been around that person. They can't take 5 steps.
But that's the problem. You can't control.
You kind of can.
Not I think today with social media and all of that. I don't think you can control it the way it used to be.
Yeah, I get your point. I get the sentiment.
I mean?
Rob, would you want to be Denzel Washington?
No,
can't go nowhere?
I'm good where I'm at. And I think you're right. Like, if I go to the airport, people will stop me or whatever. But there's days that I walk around and nobody says anything to me. Yeah. So I'm cool with that. And I don't have to have a lot of attention and all of that, contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, you got to keep selling me on it. I don't fully believe it yet. I kind of believe it.
What? I'm not. I'm just. I'm fine with where I am in life. To be honest.
I like living in LA just because doing TV and radio. I got a nice. I'm always with the girls and then somebody. Hey, I know your dad. He's on. But it gets crazy, Monty. I've been around people hanging out with people every 2 steps. Can I get a picture? You're like, oh my gosh, that's too much. Monty, where are you?
Can I no more than Rob Parker? That's a good way. That's a good.
The Rob, you have become the barometer.
The Rob Parker is good.
Yeah. Rob G? Rob G just wants this.
I need to be way more than Rob Parker.
Yeah,
exactly. I do that.
But the reason is I want to be a level of fame where everything is free for me.
That's all he wants.
That's all I want. Like, you're going to be in town? Oh, my gosh, we need to host you for this, and that.
You know what, Monty?
Rob's not that famous.
One of our first bonding moments was Rob G. Well, actually, I take that back, bonding. It was him cussing me out.
Nice.
He said I don't use my little bit of L.A. celebrity or not. he gets so mad at me. Like, we're gonna go and I'm gonna look up. He's like, dude, just email to people, tell them you're on TV.
I texted Monty that over the weekend or Monday.
He does the same thing to me.
Alex, jump in real quick. Where do you want to be, Alex?
I want to be Lionel Messi famous.
No,
where I go get a cheeseburger. Hold on, because great power comes great responsibility.
Okay.
It's time to wake up. People need to know the truth, so I'll go out like Kanye. I'm done.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's a lot, Alex. You saying that now? It's a lot of popularity.
I'll take it.
All right.
Well, you know what? We're not buying your sneakers anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, Rob.
Rob G's buying them.
I still love you, Rob.
No, y'all didn't care. I caught that. I caught that, Rob.
I'll send you a Kinko letter.
Oh.
Stu, is this counted as ring chasing for LeBron James? Because I saw Skip Bayless trying to make the point that LeBron is doing the obvious thing, going to the team that gives him the best chance to win a title. And
when hasn't he done that, though?
The odds kind of do reflect that.
And why shouldn't he, by the way? Yes.
But are people looking at this negatively from a LeBron James perspective, or is it because it's something new and you're going to a place where somebody like Joel Embiid has the narrative around him of he's never even reached the Eastern Conference Finals, that this is an allowed move for LeBron James in terms of public perception?
He could become the first player to win a title with 4 different teams in NBA history, which is absurd. I don't view it as ring chasing. In fact, I view it as the only thing LeBron should be caring about at this point of his life and his career is trying to tack on a 5th and 6th ring, regardless of what he said in the past. And I think with that in mind, he chose the absolute right team. This was unexpected. It was unexpected that Philadelphia would be a team that would be so attractive to LeBron James that he would actually choose to not go to Golden State, to not go to Miami, to not go home to Cleveland, that he would choose to go to Philadelphia, a place he's never lived in before, because he wants to finish off his career there. Why? He has a chance at winning number 5. And if he wins number 5, then he has a chance at winning number 6. And the question is, if he somehow gets to 6 with back-to-back championships and he has a player option for a 3rd year, does he end it with back-to-backs, or does he try to surpass Jordan and win a 7th ring? Huh?
Just a quick clarification. You said it was an unexpected move. I just wanted to point out you expected it, though.
No, but it was unexpected that this team would be that attractive.
You had it.
Yes.
You had it from the jump.
I had it, yes. Of
Well,
course it did.
here's my thing on that.
Thank you.
LeBron's no dummy. He knows that if he wins even 2 more rings as the 3rd option on a Philly team, that people aren't going to hold it up at the same level as Michael Jordan. So I don't think he is, quote unquote, ring chasing to chase a ghost. I think he is championship contender chasing so that he has that feeling again. Because think about the last few years with the Lakers. He didn't get to the finals, right? Since 2020.
Right.
And so that's the longest gap he's had since he started his career of not getting to the championship round. So not only does he have that opportunity at the end where it's what matters to him the most, where he said, I'm not going for family, which is wild to say out loud. But
well, his family didn't want to be in Philadelphia.
Right.
The Atlanta Braves have taken the lead from the Nationals at home. They are up 5-3, and it's the top of the 7th inning. The Pirates have tied the game against the Reds on the road. They're tied at 2 apiece, and it's the bottom of the 6th inning. The White Sox walked it off against the Yankees for a second day in a row. They scored on a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 11th inning to win it 2-1. The Rays also won. They beat the Rangers 3-2. Cody Clemens hit a walk-off grand slam for the Twins as they took down the Royals 4-3. In the NFL, the Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield did not get a long-term extension prior to the start of training camp, and he told reporters that he felt disappointed and disrespected by the team. In the WNBA, Olivia Miles has 10 points, and the Lynx lead the tempo 50-41 at the half. Also at halftime, it's the Sun who are up on the sky 49-40. I'm Amancio Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 here on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, Fox Sports Radio. I'm in Detroit. Kelvin's in Los Angeles, and glad you could be along with us here on Fox Sports Radio. And you should mark your calendars because today is Miracle Treat Day at DQ. That's right. Buy you a Blizzard treat at participating locations. DQ donates $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. Help your community today and buy a Blizzard DQ. That's right. Happy tastes good. Also, don't forget, check out our YouTube channel. We're up to 30,000 subscribers. What's the next show with subscribers on the network? Do you know?
That's just asking. Question. Rob G, do you know that?
I'm not doing a comparison. I'm just curious.
It depends on how you classify it because Stugotz and Company had their own listenership when they came
We don't count that show. I'm just talking about the other shows.
Well, if we're not going to count that one, I think the second one is probably Two Pros.
That would be my guess. Okay. Rob G will confirm this. He's going to look at it, Rob. So if you got any more.
Okay, I'm just curious. All right. But check us out. I'm not trying to diss Stugotz and those guys.
It sounds like you are, but it's okay.
I'm not.
Yes, so Two Pros and very close behind them, Covino and Rich. So they're fighting over. I'm not going to give out the numbers.
I knew you were going to ask that. I knew the Petty King was. I was waiting on you. I was like, let me see.
I'm the Petty King now? Yeah. How about the Petty King?
No, you ain't the Poo-Poo King no more. You're not the Petty King now. I knew you were going to do that.
Because you're going to hear the numbers. You're like, oh, that's interesting.
I'm the Poo-Poo King.
All right, at least say it in our ears, Rob G.
That's interesting.
Did you hear it, Rob? Rob Parker, did you hear that?
I can't hear it. Why can't you tell me, Rob G? Because I'm in Detroit?
Yeah. You're so ridiculous.
Okay.
We are. Let's just say we're doing very well. I'll just, put it that way.
Let's just say we combine them all together and they can act with the Odd Couple.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I feel much better now. All right. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel and, of course, other shows. There's so many great shows on Fox Sports Radio. I mean, sometimes I can't turn the radio off because there's so many great shows to listen to.
Well, you ain't never win an Oscar.
Just hit Odd Couple.
Look at Mark. Look at Mark laughing at one of my jokes. I don't even know who Mark is right now.
Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and of course, you could tap the thumbs up icon and all that. Just check us out on our YouTube channel. Watch us right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Rob G, real quick, one more time, tease what our new segment is tomorrow, and then if you got any YouTube comments, we'll read that, and then we'll get into our third topic of the night.
That's right. Actually, Ricky and the production staff are finalizing the details on the image.
Is it done?
It's very close to being done. I'm so close right now. Can't even imagine.
Did you write it? Who wrote it?
No, Ricky did it. Ricky did it.
Ricky wrote it, or did Bill O'Reilly write it?
We gave him the vision.
I'll write it.
We gave him the vision. We gave him the idea, and he's like, "Say less. I got you. I work in erotica. Don't worry about it." Which is a true story. He does work in erotica.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He does audio, like dirty. What does he call it? Homie erotica, Alex? What's the word? Yeah.
Homie erotica, fool.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Because, erotic novels.
Okay.
And there's voiceovers.
Okay.
And he does the voiceover, like editing.
Like vatos.
Yes. But the ones he gets typically involve.
Copy. I don't even want to okay.
Yeah. Just,
cool. Kinkos.
Yeah. Yeah. Kinkos and Islos, bro.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
Pretty crazy.
It's kind of funny if you hear the odd, like it's you
pretty
thought
good.
you thought Rob's stuff was gnarly.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, I can't even listen. My virgin ears can't hear Rob.
No.
That Kinkos, Monty, that was hold up.
So yes, one
I
night
don't
at
ever want to know you like
Kinko's,
that again, Rob.
the working title.
One night at Kinko's.
Hot
And then
heavy
how does
since
it play
1987.
out?
Seductive
How does it
sports
play out?
reporter. True life.
That don't make sense,
Hey,
Rob.
I'm be honest. I'm shocked Rob was getting some work done because he was putting in work. I'm just saying, Monty.
Hey, yo.
I can't believe. I'm just all I'm saying. I
How
don't
did you
know.
have so much time at the stadium?
Yeah,
Rob?
I need proof now. Let me go find these articles and these columns that you allegedly wrote at this kid because I don't see when you had time to do all this the way she was acting.
So we have real letters. I had them in my hand.
These are real letters.
I
People
had
need to
real
know
copies
that.
of them.
Yes.
And a woman was so impressed by Rob's skills that she decided
Give me the money shot.
to go to a Kinko's in Arlington. I don't know which Arlington it is, but in Arlington.
Well, they remember because it's legendary.
Yes, sir. And sent him a letter expressing how impressed she was by his conquests. We are going to read several
Man,
lines.
hey, I ain't calling him. He's Conan from henceforth.
We're going to read several lines from these letters. And Kelvin Washington is going to have to guess what parts of the letter are true and which part are not.
Definitely not the redacted parts.
We can't read all of them.
I got a whole news job.
We
I gotta keep
found
out here.
enough. We found enough to make it. It's going to come.
Unbelievable. I can't wait to hear it
It's
tomorrow.
coming your
actually.
way tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Safe Harbor ain't so safe
It might have to
anymore,
be
guys.
midnight, y'all.
It might. Ben Maller might need to give us an hour.
You might have to hold on, Ben.
Because
Oh my God! Look at this.
Wait,
Look. Wait a minute. Keep that up, Elijah. Keep that up. Rob G, you see it?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I already saw the graphics. Yeah, we've been working on this for a while.
That is.
We had to run some things by
Seduct-
Scott to make sure that it was okay, but we're
Seductive stories from a. Oh, I couldn't finish it. What is it from a who? From a sports report. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
One night at the copy
That's
shop.
crazy because it wasn't only just one night, so I don't
wasn't
get
only
it.
them- I mean, the
Man.
specificity in which
But
she was saying.
when we get this segment going, you hear some of the content. The content is one thing, right? Like it is what it is. But that this person felt so compelled that, I got to go to Kinko's and
Right, not
fax
like-
this
No.
out, where someone has to read what I'm going to send
Yeah.
first and make sure that it's okay before we send it out. Like I've never
Nope.
been that skilled at anything.
No
And so for
phone
Rob to do that,
calls.
Yeah.
No
Right,
love letter. She ain't writing a Leah 4-page love
like
letter.
mailing it wasn't like, no, I can't wait for this to get to the
So
mail.
she hit you with the she had sent you the fax. That's crazy.
I love how the graphic is, oh, God.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, God is right, man. The only thing that they needed was something on one of those copiers.
They're
That's
calling it the Rob Parker Stein files.
Yeah.
Hello?
Wait, is that the odd mob?
Is that a part of it, Alex? Is that a part of it
Well,
right
it
there?
should
Where
be.
she's,
It has to be.
it
now.
should be
That's
where she's
so
sending
good.
sending the fax.
Yes.
The best part about this is Rob acting like he don't have 10 copies laminated.
Oh.
Someone says, please get this creeper off this platform. Just wait till you hear some of the true
Yeah.
stories.
I think Rob Parker's
Appalachia Apache.
Rob Parker's in the wrong industry, I think. You're in the right city still. We're close to,
Oh,
yeah, I
boy.
don't know.
You sure, Rob?
It's,
Hey,
you
wait,
know
no,
what?
he's
I
talking
can't-
about, I don't like it was a consideration. I don't know.
At this point,
But you know what's crazy? And you know this, that I have the letters. Like, those are from the 90s. Like, I still have all that stuff.
You're hoarding. The next episode of Hoarding, I'm submitting you.
It's indexed, it's categorized, it's
Yeah,
cross-categorized.
I am sending you in the next. As a matter of fact, let me Google. Let's get this segment going. I'm Googling.
There are nights,
Hoarders.
Rob G, I might have to read the letter. You know what I mean? I'm a bachelor.
Like he's feeling sad. He's like in a slump. He's like, you know
Hoarder
what? Let me go
show.
back to my glory days real quick.
Let me go back to my glory days in the late
He doesn't
20s.
read his award-winning columns. He doesn't look at the Hall of Fame plaque. Let me see this letter from that Kinko's that one time.
Of course.
Rob Parker, you were a bad boy. Let me tell you.
All right, Rob Parker, I'm going to send this to you. How do I submit someone to be considered for hoarders? Thank you for your interest in hoarders. A&E is not. Oh, they're not currently accepting submissions.
Boo.
Dang.
Good. All right, Rob G, anything else from the YouTubians or no? We're good.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of YouTubians. A lot of people weighing on a myriad of topics, some of it the WNBA, some of it the Kawhi situation. And this is just a Rob Parker comment. Deception Maneater said, that's a fact, Rob. You paying for it either way, directly or indirectly. You right. That's a good one for him. Jason.
Well, who were we talking to?
I mean, I got to live somewhere,
Marty.
though. I got to pay for a mortgage. Why is it I'm paying for it? I got to pay, we got to
No, but it's the idea like, oh, I got to pay like whatever, but I'm not paying everything. I'm just paying for that. That's it. Just for that.
And then this is
you didn't have to confirm. You could have like you could have fought hard against it.
This is one where it was a Monty comment, but like indirectly said, I want y'all to know viewer participation has dropped by more than 100 in the last 30 minutes. Proves the point.
Because no Monty?
Because Monty wasn't on for 30 minutes.
And the best part is the level of how much she loves it. Did you just see that little Monty? You just 7-continented me right there. I want you to know that.
That's when is that when she was disgusted?
I did not.
She was like, "Oh my God, do you hear this guy?"
You're like, I've been to every continent in the world. I'm the only Negro who's ever gone to Antarctica.
It was just he tried to be so subtle about it. He was like, "Well, I wanted to say I've never been there, so I said I've been to all the continents, just haven't been there."
Yeah, you got to relax.
I never thought Monty would have continent envy. You know what I mean?
I do have continent envy. I do.
Guys have something envy.
All right, this whole
continent
segment.
envy.
It's a great one.
Yeah, it is. Allegedly.
Okay. All right, Rob G. Let's get back to the show.
Anything else you want to tell us you're Alexander the Great about? Kinko's. I've conquered every continent. Anything else?
You know what? Here I am, and I'm opening up my life, sharing for the radio show and for people to see, like a little glimpse into what my world was like when I was a young reporter,
Strong
banging
as an ox.
the pavements,
banging the pavements. Yo, mega pause.
When I was a young reporter traveling the country and doing my job and learning how to
doing
be a
your
great
job,
reporter.
all right.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what you was reporting on.
It was an undercover report, in depth.
Oh my gosh. Well, Rob G, don't do that, Rob G. Don't be talking about some like, we ain't got no time. You the one got him going with this.
I didn't get it. You guys asked me to read it.
And you went in
Let's
depth.
go.
We don't got time.
We
for
don't
that.
have time to go now.
We're gonna have to tease it ahead.
We'll talk about LeBron.
Hey, Rob Parker ain't the only one who's full of himself these days.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, you ain't even
texted.
Rob's feeling himself harder than Rob G. You read the letter again? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Alex, did Rob G show you the letter?
Hey, the best part is...
Did we laminate this letter? Make sure it doesn't get,
This is Rob Parker.
Okay.
He laminates our intro to the show. You know this is laminated.
Just making sure.
No,
But
wait a minute. But wait a minute. The only reason I asked did you read it is that was a different letter from the one that we originally read.
Oh, God.
That we
Monty, I got a picture book.
It was a different letter, and this one was hotter than the other one.
Wait. Now, wonder I didn't know this one. Okay, this one makes sense. This one was mad redacted. It was like
this
government.
is a different one. You remember the other one?
Yeah.
This was way hotter than the other one.
Over under 5.5 letters.
Yeah, how many?
What, redacted?
No, just
how many letters you have in general. Over under 5.5.
Over.
Oh my.
Are we saying
I'm
in
not
total,
lying.
or are we saying for this particular individual?
I'll tell. I have over 40 letters. I'm thinking about
from the
writing
same
a book.
person?
No, not all from her,
okay.
but like
that'd be mad
most
impressive.
from
That's
her.
also a flex on Rob. No,
it ain't.
Women. Other women, not just the one.
Monty, I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's just from the 90s.
It's just
hey, yo, Alex. Tomorrow is what's supposed to be. What day is it? What do we call it?
Funky Flashback
No,
Friday?
we call it Flexing Fridays.
Stop.
Rob been flexing his whole segment. Flexing Fridays tomorrow, Rob.
No, I'm not. We're doing a segment about my love of old love letters. What do you want me to do? Say nothing?
God bless the dead. Aaliyah, she wrote, remember she had a big song called 4-Page Letter. Here you are with 40 letters. We thought it was big. She got a 4-page letter. Now you over here with 40 of them. All right. That shoebox got to be crazy.
Can you imagine?
A lot of them are stuck together, but it's still I still have 40.
All right. Well,
hey, yo.
Hey, Lo. LeBron is working on something. We'll tell you what that is. It's the Odd Couple on tomorrow will be Flexing Friday, but today is a TV theme on Thursdays. Stick with your boys, not like the Sheets, Fox Sports Radio.
Oh, God.
According to Rich Paul, LeBron James made this decision at 1 a.m. in the overnight hours, and it was announced right around, 8:30 a.m. here on the West Coast, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, that he is taking his talents to Philadelphia. LeBron James signing a 2-year veteran minimum contract, put out a statement on social media that reads in part, quote, "This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete to win and have a chance at the feeling of winning another NBA championship." And he believes best place to do that is in Philadelphia.
And, okay, I'm going to come clean for the first time in my 40-year career in the media. How's that?
Well, all right. We waiting on this. I don't trust you, but okay.
I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to say that for a long time I've been resisting it, but I think I have to finally, with this decision by LeBron James, I am going to officially declare him as the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Goes on another team, not the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. Goes on another team. Here is LeBron James at the end of his career, turning into a journeyman who will go anywhere and will work for food, will work for my God. That's where LeBron James is now, where can't stay in L.A. and take a pay cut, right, to stick along with the team, but I'll go anywhere and I'll take a big-time haircut, veterans minimum, to be a third or fourth option where all the other guys who are there, Jaylen Brown, right? You got Maxey, you got Embiid. Like, there are people there. Like, it's not just a LeBron story, no matter what happens there, obviously. So it's kind of weird to see that this is where LeBron is going to end it. LeBron, is it really a surprise? No. There was a BS story about, it's about the family and this and that. Philadelphia is not about the family.
Not at all. That part, that shocked me a little bit more. That story
didn't make any sense, okay? Because he could have stayed here. I'm pretty sure with the Lakers for $4 million. I'm pretty sure that they would say, all right, we'll take you for $4 million, not for $50 million. And then the whole idea is that LeBron is officially, and I guess it's always been the case, just a ring chaser. He's the ultimate ring chaser, and you got to look at it and go, how? It's just pathetic, and it's pathetic from this standpoint, Kelvin. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. Even if they win, just say they win. It's not going to be because of LeBron. There's going to be because of other players on that team as well. Sure, they'll say, hey, LeBron, we got a part of this again. But it's just not going to feel the same or change people's minds, because I think people are going to look at it and just say, LeBron was just looking at high and low to try to secure another ring to try to convince people? Because here's the thing, and this is out of New York. Craig Carton from WFAN in New York, he's reporting on his radio show, Kelvin, that he went to the New York Knicks. And they said, thank you, but no thank you, that they turned down LeBron, and Philadelphia's his second choice. Is that wasn't his first choice, is that he wanted to go to the Knicks, which, again, is not surprising because the team just won a championship, right?
That one I'm not, given that, the team they have.
That was his, I guess, goal is to just latch on and somehow, some way, whatever I got to do to just get another championship. And I don't think he's going to convince anybody or pass Michael Jordan by joining the Knicks or joining the Sixers that have a loaded team even before he got there. People already liked what they had done prior to LeBron James getting there. But this is not a surprise to me. This is who LeBron has always been. This is why I said when they erect that statue out in front of the arena in Cleveland, it's going to have a basketball and it's going to have a suitcase because this fits his MO again. But I will admit that LeBron James is the GOAT. And it doesn't stand for greatest of all time. It stands for goes on another team. So this, to me, is fitting.
Alex, can I make a request?
Anything for you, boo-boo.
Rob brought it up earlier since he is in Detroit. Can we get Martin too? Because,
Yeah,
that
of
was
course.
filmed in Detroit, or at least
Just fax me a letter,
based
please.
in Detroit, the show.
Fax me a letter.
I don't know. The redacted one or what you want?
I want the full and cut.
Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a TV Thinks on Thursday. Rob, do you hear what he's saying or no? You don't hear what he's saying.
No, what'd he say?
Okay, he's saying, I can't say it on the air. Stream us live wherever you happen to be in the iHeart app. Catch us in all of our Fox
That
Sports radio
boil
shows.
took too much off, if you ask
live
me. I'm just
24/7
saying.
in the new and improved iHeart app.
Are you using your
Just
teeth?
search Fox Sports Radio in the app. Stream us live all day, every day. Be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of the presets in the iHeart app. It's always going to pop up at the top of your screen. With about 6 minutes or so, we'll have Foul Affair, Foul, with J.R. Gamble, MLBBro.com managing editor. So that'll always be good. Then we got Last Call, Robin. Then that's it, man. This week flew by. Tomorrow I'll be flexing Fridays. And
and the debut of Kink Nights at a Kinko's or something or whatever.
Yeah, Kinko's, Kinky, something like that. All right, let's get to let's get to the story about LeBron, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, Rob G. Just that his people were going at it more of a Last Dance style, but they are saying him and his camp saying, not so fast.
Yeah, we've known for about a month now that LeBron was going to have a final season or a season documentary. That was reported by Yahoo about a month ago. And The Athletic reported on Thursday that LeBron is currently in talks with ESPN about a behind-the-scenes documentary that's going to be recorded similarly to The Last Dance. And after that news was out for about an hour or so, Maverick Carter, LeBron James' longtime business partner, put out on X that we are not, NOT, doing anything like The Last Dance because LeBron doesn't even know when his last season is. Didn't say they're not doing a doc, just it's not going to be a Last Dance style documentary.
I don't know about you, Kelvin. It just feels like a vanity piece anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I think that should, when it's all said and done, you do a story about his life and from Akron and being the chosen one to going to being the frozen one in that finals against
So ridiculous.
Dallas.
I think you go to bed weekend after you think about the Kinko's letter. Then I think you think about like what crazy acronyms can I say? What crazy names can I come up with?
No, I mean there's a great story there, but it just feels like it's forced. It's premature. Just let you know what I mean? Like it just feels like he's planning it way before he really realizes, is this it or not or whatever. And I think it should just be natural. Enjoy it. If he talks about he wants to win or whatever and not be worried about the production value. Do you know what I mean? And if they capture it and then you put together a story, you don't have to have a camera follow you. This is not Bridezilla or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just they have plenty of video of him. I don't even think you need your own crew. You know what I mean? There's somebody there with a camera around all the time documenting this year with Philadelphia, and then you see what happens next year.
I'm not mad. I mean, it is vanity. Let's just start there, right? But I think you're forgetting. I think we all get away from things and we forget how commonplace this was, right? Michael Jordan had Come Fly With Me. Remember that? Bobo, I know you remember that. Come Fly With Me with Michael Jordan. It was the little, documentary he had and in the prime of his career. It's like 92, 93 or whenever it came out. Aaron Rodgers had Enigma. Remember, he had the whole documentary on himself. Tom Brady had.
All he needed was a little penicillin, and that was cleared it up.
Shoot, dang it. Tom Brady had Man in the Arena. Then he had Tom versus Time, which was a 6-episode Facebook documentary. So I just think, again, because LeBron is so big and he's the biggest sports figure in America, and we talk about him and he's so polarizing that I think we make everything a thing about him. But I think this has been very commonplace for so many of our celebrities and stars and athletes, specifically over the last 30 years or so, that this happens all the time. So I just, I think he's just the latest in line to do it. And because this is 24 years in, we all have LeBron fatigue at times. People are tired of him. People are just over it. So that when they hear this, they go, oh, my gosh, the next thing with LeBron. But this has been commonplace for people of his nature. Again, Tom Brady, arguably the greatest of all time, and he's got one. Aaron Rodgers, maybe one of the most talented of all times. He's got one. This happened. Serena's had one. So this is commonplace with athletes who are great, even some who aren't, but especially the best of the best. This happens all the time. So, but it's vanity. I'm completely in agreement with that.
That's what it feels like. And I don't know, maybe because LeBron has been on that wagon the whole career, you know what I mean? Every step of the way, and I got to have the decision. And so it's always like a made-for-television movie.
Can I add
think
to that?
So.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel like. You know what I mean? More so than
I don't disagree with that. I'll add to that. I think LeBron has been a hybrid of two guys that hated each other. Well, they hated their approach. Let me not say hated each other like the people. They hated their approaches. LeBron is kind of a hybrid of Kobe and Shaq. And the reason why Kobe would get mad at Shaq is I'm gonna get in shape on NBA time, on the Lakers time. He would be out doing movies and albums and doing videos and just, like doing a bunch of stuff. They've asked Phil Jackson, who was the most committed and who was the most psychopathic, when it came to, maniacal, when it came to everybody's Michael Jordan. He said, hey, Michael, heck no. Michael had hobbies. Michael golfed. Michael loved to gamble. He loved cigars. He loved alcohol. He said, Kobe had no hobbies. We used to have to tell him, get out of the gym and go relax. And my point is LeBron has that maniacal. We know he's in shape. We know he's a student of the game. But he also has some of that Shaq in him where I want to go do movies. I want to do Space Jam. I want to do this. I want to be in business. I want to have to shop. So he's kind of been a hybrid to me of the Shaq and the Kobe approach to the two, being a celebrity and being an athlete. Understanding that, yes, I'm an athlete, but I'm also an entertainer. I'm also a celebrity. I'm also going to be a business-savvy person. And he's kind of checking all the boxes, where someone like a Kobe was, all I do is hoop. Yeah, obviously I got to do commercials for Nike and all that, but I'm hoop. I don't do anything else. And LeBron kind of has a hybrid approach to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good example. because Kobe was about winning. He was about that's all it was about.
Phil Jackson said
and that's what I'm saying. And the other
else.
stuff takes care of itself. Like there's plenty of stuff of Kobe, and
he won an
people have
Oscar
all the
afterwards.
stuff. Exactly.
For his animation. But I think LeBron realized he wanted to kind of be, get the best of both, right? I want to do business. I want to do entertainment. I want to have my guys and grow their platforms, but also going to be locked into basketball and go to 10, 11 finals and all that. So I think he's kind of been the balance of the two. All right, on the way, we got Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble. Foul! Right now it's Monty Bolaños getting you updated.
Foul!
That is if she has a phone to look at all the stuff. You got it? You back?
I got it. I'm good. I'm here.
Monty, I'm not
going to
tell you that I went anywhere on vacation. I'll just leave that out of our conversation.
No, I know
when
you've
I went
been
to
everywhere.
every country and every continent,
I got it.
and I got 2 million miles on my,
Except that one place where that caller was
That
from.
one Edmonton.
That one Edmonton. Thank you.
I've been to Edmonton.
Got it.
Alberta, Canada.
But you've been to Canada.
Yes.
Okay. So you've been all around the world.
Well, I know you've been to Windsor. That's right across the street from Detroit, across the river.
Windsor, Toronto. I've been those places.
Windsor is a place in Canada?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yes.
literally across the Detroit River.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally 10 minutes from Detroit.
Yeah.
If you say Windsor, I think of where I bought all my school dance dresses.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Windsor Knot or something. But yeah.
No, that's where I got all my dresses.
Shoot, hey, Monty and Rob will tell you, Windsor was, you might have been a little older, Rob, but it was lit.
Yeah?
Because you can drink, gamble, do all that in Canada at 19. So everybody, all the kids from Detroit,
all the kids went over there.
Go
right.
over there.
And then you'd cross back, and then what?
They didn't care then.
They didn't care.
This is pre 9/11.
Sure.
And then once 9/11, it got a little tight because security and both.
Right.
But pre, you'd be over there having
fun
time
times.
of your life.
Yeah, fun times. Guys, I got news in the NFL for you. Out of the NFL, free agent wide receiver Deebo Samuel signing back with the 49ers. It's a one-year deal worth $7 million. NFL Network first reported it. He returns to a Niners team that drafted him in the second round in 2019. He spent 6 seasons in San Francisco before playing last year with the Washington Commanders. This is good for the 49ers as Ricky Pearsall dealing with that knee injury that they don't seem to be too fond of right now. When it comes to other NFL news, the Saints and wide receiver Chris Olave agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $132 million. He does get $90 million guaranteed. Baker Mayfield did not get a long-term extension with Tampa Bay prior to the start of training camp, and today he told reporters that he felt disappointed and disrespected by the team for not getting this done before training camp. Bengals defensive end Shamar Stewart, who did leave Wednesday's practice on a cart, did escape serious injury. He just hyperextended his knee, so he's going to just miss a couple of weeks. When it comes to baseball right now, the Braves lead the Nationals 5-4. It's the top of the 9th inning. The Marlins are up on the Mets in New York 1-0. Bottom of the 5th inning, Pirates and Reds are tied at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Twins already won earlier today, so did the Cubs and the Rays. And the White Sox walked it off against the Yankees for a second day in a row. So right now, Tampa Bay has a 3.5 game lead over the Yankees in the AL East. Lastly here, guys, UEFA released a statement saying that all 55 of their federations will boycott the World Cup if FIFA continues to pursue a plan that includes private ownership. CONCACAF has already rejected the proposal to bring on private equity. So now UEFA is joining the CONCACAF. Back to you guys. I hope that made sense.
Gesundheit.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen, if you like it, I love it. You got it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Monty, have a great night. You on or
You
anything?
too. I will be here doing the news updates.
All right, thank you, Monty.
Yes,
wait a minute.
bye.
For the next 4 hours?
For the next 4 hours.
Rob, caution, be good.
Well, I was just asking the time frame. That's all.
All right, you've already caught up.
You'll be doing
numbers.
updates on the award-winning Jason Smith show with Mike Harmon.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Monty.
Bye.
Our couple on a TV Things on Thursday. Your boys, Rob and Kelvin. And let's get straight to it. It's now time for Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble.
That ball is.
It was a big week in the big leagues.
Who's up?
I don't believe it! My, oh my! Is it foul or is it fair? And now, from MLBBro.com, here's J.R. Gamble.
That's right, it's Foul or Fair here on The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio, a segment where we go around the diamond, discuss all the biggest headlines in Major League Baseball, in order to do so properly. We had to bring in a guy who told me back in 2001, there's this kid named Mike Trout, I think he's going to be pretty good. That's none other than J.R. Gamble.
Was it like 8?
Yeah.
Oh, AKA the Prophet. Let's go. I'm on with
What's up, JR?
I'm on with the best
duo in the game now, and the best producer, because without, like, Rob, your guys' WNBA takes would just be like farts, you know?
Hey, you wait on an argument for me? Rob G knows he's goated. I tell him that every day. Him and Alex. Best in the biz.
Mostly Alex. He has his own drop and everything.
He does.
All right, guys.
Alex, you're hitting
Alex,
talent.
What's up,
you're hitting talent. What up, man? Let's get to it.
All right, I got 3 baseball topics because JR's the star of the segment. He gets the first crack at every single one. So let's get to it. JR, after losing to the White Sox today in 11 innings, the New York Yankees, Rob's New York Yankees, are now a paltry 1-8 in extra inning games on the season. Pretty easy one for you, JR. Forget the injuries. You know they're banged up. Foul or fair to say the Yanks can't be considered real contenders until they get their late game clutch hitting back in order?
Fair.
It's a fair ball.
They were giving my son a heart attack today, but that's true for every team, guys, other than Los Angeles Dodgers, I think. They're the only true contender if you've been paying attention. The Yankees have the second best record in the American League, so it's y'all who think they should be undefeated and be running away with the title, I guess, because they're so much better than anyone else. But if a team with a top 5 record in baseball, 5 or 6 record in baseball, isn't a serious contender, who is? We always judge the Yankees on another standard, in my opinion, than everyone else, then say, oh, well, it ain't the old Yankees. Which one is it? They have as good a chance of beating the Dodgers as anyone else. 0.
I'm gonna say foul.
That is a foul ball.
First of all, we're really gonna go on the extra innings. Do you guys know how the extra innings work?
Somebody already on second.
Where they put a man on second base. The other team does it. Clutch hitting. You don't even have to get a hit to win the game. A man on second, you move him over to third, he comes in on a sacrifice fly, you lose the game. Come on, man. That can't be the criteria of what your record is in extra innings. The bottom line is they're missing the best hitter in the game, and they're missing another home run bat in Stanton and some other injuries, and they're still right in the mix, and they have great pitching. I'm not buying into that.
That's what I said. They still got the second best record in the American League.
Yeah, with 0 chance of beating the Dodgers. No, I totally agree with everything you just said, Rob, except I think it's fair.
It's a fair ball.
Because the small things do matter. We saw this happen with the Yankees when they just made small errors against the Dodgers in the World Series. Then we saw that against the Blue Jays against the Dodgers, where small little things, because most teams are so close and it's so competitive, it's the little things that can win you a World Series or cost you one.
All right, question number 2, foul or fair? JR Gamble with the fellas. JR, it's been reported that the Doyers are expected to get both Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow back from injury sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Now, I know Tani is likely done as a pitcher, but if the Dodgers get Snell and Glasnow back, is it foul or fair to say that they do not, N-O-T, need to push all in for Scooble?
Fair.
It's a fair ball.
And I told you Otani would not make it through the whole season without getting injured, but that's a whole nother story. They don't need Scooble now. And let's be honest. The pitch Snell, Glasnow, they'll only have to pitch some delicate innings here and there. From what I saw last year, and what I'm seeing this year, maybe an opener for a few playoff games, but what a luxury, right, fellas, to have 2 Cy Young caliber pitchers who don't have to do anything but pitch a few clutch innings here and there. If the Dodgers can get Scooble too, why not? I mean, it's weird to me that the Dodgers are the only team that people ever mention that's willing to go for these guys. But then again, they have to have willing ownership, right?
Yeah.
They have the best farm system in baseball too. So that's a testament to the team, not just the money they spend. So something tells me after this season, Dodgers win again. None of these billionaires owners really want to win. So we won't see baseball for a minute. So let's enjoy this.
Foul.
That is a foul ball.
First of all, Snell's pitched 3 innings. We don't know what kind of pitcher he's going to be when he gets back. Glasnow's been hurt since he came to L.A., so they can't bank on those 2 guys being stalwarts come playoff time. Nobody really knows.
On them. I said a couple of innings here and there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but the idea that you won't still try to go get Tarek Skubal is crazy if you're the Dodgers and you have assets to go get him. The Tigers can't sign him. So I don't think that Glasnow or Snell will be the reasons why they don't go after Tarek Skubal.
I got fair because I'm only going based off the phrase need. They don't need him. I think they, as we mentioned, the guys who can come back. And we also forget it's a trade deadline. It ain't the Skubal deadline, meaning they might go get another starter. They might go get another reliever from somewhere else that we didn't think about that can be more than capable of producing. It doesn't have to be Skubal. Now, you know what I love. Sure, great. It'd be awesome. But they don't need him to win.
All right, last one, Fowler Fair, JR Gamble, MLB Bro, sitting in with Kelvin and Rob. JR, The Athletic is reporting that the Reds are considering putting ace pitcher Hunter Green on the block ahead of Monday's deadline, and that's notable because Green is under team control for the next 3.5 seasons, all right? So, foul or fair to say Hunter Green, not Tarek Skubal, because of the length of his contract, should be the most desirable pitcher on the market?
Foul.
That is a foul ball.
And I learned about this possibility on MLBBro.com. But Hunter Green is a monster, but he has more injury concerns than Skubal. Let's be honest. When healthy, Green has the potential to be on Skubal's level. But he hasn't done it consistently. Then again, his team is terrible. They haven't been good, and the Tigers are at least decent. So it depends on what you're looking for the future, in my opinion. Skubal's 3 years older at 29 years old, and we have seen his best, right? Green is 26, but his best years, we would assume, if he stays healthy, are ahead of him. So either's a winner to me. I'd love to see both of them pitch on teams who can score runs and are serious contenders. They're both elite to me, but it's like splitting hairs because we don't know what Green will be. So it depends on what you want right now.
I'm going to say fair.
It's a fair ball.
Here's why I say it's fair, and it is the 3.5 years under club control where Skubal could just be a rental. If you go get him in your Milwaukee or the Dodgers, he might not want to, his agent is going to say that I want him to go on the free market. You know what I mean? We'll go there, but we're not signing a deal. He's going to go on the open market and make a deal. So I think with Hunter Green, if you trade for him, you have him for the next 3.5 years, and he's signed and he got his money. So that's why, to me, he is more desirable because whatever you give up, you're going to have something in return for a couple of years, not just a cup of coffee and a sweet roll.
Foul!
That is a foul ball.
I'm going to tell you why it's foul, Rob. Again, you're making a whole lot of sense, but where I disagree. And what city are you in right now, Rob?
In Detroit.
And when they went and made that trade and got Rasheed, what happened that year? They won the championship. And my point is, there are some contending teams that, yes, I might be willing to lose another 3 years. Dang it, but if I got Skubal, and if I'm Milwaukee Brewers, we finally got over the hump and won one, or if I'm the Rays or Atlanta, and, I'm taking it, I'm not even putting the Dodgers in this. And if we can get over, and even if he was a rental, but we got a World Series banner because he is the best, dang it, it's worth it. We'll figure out another 3 years later.
Are they going to pay him, though?
No, we're not going to pay him. I said we rental, bro. This is like we got a
Tigers not paying
this is like we got the Tigers not paying them. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the other teams. Yeah, Tigers ain't paying them. Appreciate you, man, JR. Thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure and the honor is always all mine.
No doubt. Foul or fair with Jay?
That is
It's foul.
It is foul. All right, man, this show flew by. Why it does, and all the shenanigans, it felt like a Friday today. Like
it did.
Doesn't it feel like, all right, we're done for the week? No, we got a whole show tomorrow, too. All right, last call, 877-99 on Fox. Last call, 877-99 on Fox. Your chance to get in. If you want to get in with the Odd Couple, this is your chance to do so. I got to go be Uncle Dub because Bobo brought his son, and I got to go be Uncle real quick. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I need to see a
It's
picture of
last
him.
call time on the Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday. We more focused, Rob G, on the top 10 on ESPN's quarterback list. On that list, Lamar Jackson was number 5. On the NFL's top 100 player list, he was number 69.
Yeah, it's a tough scene for Lamar Jackson. All right, now, this is not the first time he's done this, but, 2023 was all the way down to 72.
Yep.
Both years, the year before that, he was ranked second. So one year he fell 71 slots, one year he falls 67 slots. And Lamar Jackson, which was shocking me, we talked about it off the air. I've always been of the belief that the people who are negative about Lamar Jackson, both currently and long-term, are media members, are newspaper writers, are talking heads. And the people who are his biggest supporters are current players, former players, like, man, you don't appreciate how electric this guy is. Well, apparently not, because the NFL 100, a group of his peers, twice now has voted him right around the 70th best player in football.
And they're tripping. And I get it. Ephraim, you know this. I'd imagine you, I don't remember exactly when it started, but I'd imagine you probably had a chance to vote on this back when you were playing. They always do the 100 players. And one of the things they're heavy, the emphasis on is
just for the record,
Okay.
this didn't exist by the time I finished.
It sounded like you weren't there.
Well,
All-Star
7
game.
years and 4 scores.
Yeah, it
and
sound like back then.
No,
Dang, when
no.
did you play again?
My last year
Maybe-
was 2010.
Let me put some respect on your name. Dang, I'm feeling like I'm with Rob right now.
I'm 50.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, your juniors,
yes,
they get a chance to vote. And you look at it like this. One of the criteria they really try to emphasize, Ephraim, is it's current, right? It's not lifetime legacy.
No.
It's not. It's coming out of last season. Here we go. Who are your players? And so, obviously, we know that was not his best season last year.
No.
He being Lamar.
He played 13 games.
13 games, injured. And he played. It was weird because even when he played, he wasn't quite as bad as you may think. And I'll give you some of these numbers that are in favor of him. So when you look at what he was still able to do, even despite being that, he finished last year 4th in passer rating, higher than 7 Pro Bowl or Pro Bowl alternates. And the last time he fell this low, it was, as Rob G just mentioned that. But when you look at his numbers, he was still solid. And I think that's, to me, the indicator of what I'm about to go to. You can put him 72. They did a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
You can put him 69 this year. The fact of the matter is Lamar Jackson, I fully expect to have a bounce-back year. You hearing him about him showing up to OTAs, which he normally doesn't do. He's showing up. They got a new coach who's been there before.
That's why he's showing up. Have to be there. Go ahead.
Get there, build that rapport, be the leader of the team, showing up. You got mentored there as a coach. I think a huge part of that is going to be great that the defensive side can be better. They tried to get better towards the end of last year, but it's too late. They lost some games that he balled out in. And you're like, how did we lose this? You know what I mean? I had a great game. Offense put up a bunch of points.
Yeah,
and we
the
still
first
lose.
game.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he's going to have an absolute monster year. I think he's going to put up crazy points. I think he's going to be as efficient as he ever has always been. And what's interesting about him is they had, of course, an anonymous defensive coach for him said, what's so impressive is he's gotten better as a passer. He's more of a complete passer. It's impressive. I really didn't respect the passing game as much before in his career, but the last time we played him, he was much better. He can dice you up. And I say that to say he had the highest passer rating, 147.6 yards per attempt and completion percentage just a season ago. We talked about this year in, year out, that it's not just the legs. He's dicing people up. I mean, how regular is it to see 200 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, another 110 rushing, and a 1 touchdown on the ground? Like, he's been spectacular, and I've said it for years, since I've been on this show now, almost 2 years, that I thought he was the best player in football because of it. Now, last year, again, Josh Allen, to his credit, has taken that spot. We'll see what happens this coming year. But I expect a full bounce back. I expect the team success, then to get right back, one of the best 3 teams or so in the AFC, have a real chance to contend to make a deep playoff run. And I expect him to be right back there, MVP candidate, and doing what Lamar does and making us go, oh, yeah. Roy Jones Jr. say, y'all must have forgot. I don't buy any of this. I think teams are still scared of him. I think they know who he is. And they just put him down because of last year at 69. He ain't the 69th best player. I don't even think he's the 5th best quarterback. And if they're going based off last year, fine, I'll give you that. Okay. But Lamar Jackson is
he
still
couldn't be based off last year because Patrick Mahomes on the list was number two.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? I'll say this.
Well, that don't make sense if the last 5 years of what he's been.
The last full season Lamar played, which was the 2024 season, not last year. He had over 4,000 yards. He had 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
That's ridiculous. It's the Odd Couple. Robin, Kelvin. Everybody know. One more time, Rob.
Where people are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
It's the Odd Couple. Robin, Kelvin, bling.
What a way, Alex, to wrap up another exciting edition of TV Theme Song Thursday here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Man, it never gets old.
No.
It never gets old.
That's right. All right, by the way, as always, if you miss any of the show, you can check out the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcasts at. You'll find it. Rob G will put up a best-of version.
And the good thing about our podcast, you can call in, and we take calls.
We do take calls. And speaking of which, it's now time for Last Call.
This is the Last Call.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple.
Ow!
Yo, the video just took me out once I saw the video. Who we got?
It's awesome. All right, Andre in Massachusetts.
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I got to tip my hat from the other coast. I'm here on the Cape. We got Cape League Baseball. I'm tipping my hat from one coast over to the left coast to the L.A. Dodgers for staying aggressive and being in the catbird seat, the lead to land Tyreek Schoolboy. And the bottom line is this. NBA, we're dealing with this second apron foolishness. We're breaking up great teams that people want to see. If you can't beat them, join them. Where are the Yankees in this conversation? Where are the Nets? The New York Mets, excuse me. Stephen Cohen has more money in his back pocket, than the entire East Coast. Why are the Dodgers always leading the pack to get the star players that can make them the favorites to win the World Series championship? I love it. I don't want to hear about a salary cap. I don't want to hear the small market teams crying, all right? I want them to do better and get aggressive, all right, and do things that are going to make the eyeballs and the fans want to tune in and cheer for or against that team. So tip my hat to the Dodgers. This is the way that you build a league and interest rather than second apron nonsense and trying to relegate and trying to legislate how much teams can go for it and win championships. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, tell us how you really feel, Dre.
I know, Dre. You got to work that in there. All right.
All right, have it.
I was about to hit him with a foul ball after all that.
Foul! No, it is interesting that we've got to this place where the last handful of years, the Dodgers. It's not even the Yankees. To his point, it's not the Mets. It's not the Red Sox. It's just, the Dodgers. So-and-so's going to the Dodgers. So it's
Well, the Mets spent a lot of money. I mean, they got Juan Soto. They paid $765 for him. Let's not act like nobody's spending money.
No, but I think he's saying, like, in these moments where it's like this mid-season kind of a thing that can happen, it seems like it just a foregone conclusion.
I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, obviously they're in the mix because of Ohtani, and I'm sure they're going to be aggressive and they have pieces that they can get rid of because they're about winning now. And I get that. I'm not the Chargers. I mean, I'm not the Rams. F the picks, but I get it. I get it. If you can have a chance to win now, you should try to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
if
name
you're
of the
Tampa
game.
Bay and Milwaukee, they should be in the mix.
I
for
completely
Super Bowl.
agree. I mentioned that earlier with
Those are the two
JR.
teams.
Yeah, if you're Milwaukee, sick of being good but not good in the postseason. You know what I mean? You want to take it to that next level.
Don't miss the show tomorrow. I'm telling you, do not miss the show tomorrow.
It's going to be wild. I already know it's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy.
Will we have a show Monday? That's the big question.
We got to see. Hopefully Scott's taking the weekend off.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?